Hi ma'am, welcome to the show.
Hello.
How are you? The first thing is कि मैं therapist के सामने बैठा हूँ, so I don't want to miss this chance to say how are you feeling? How is your day?
I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Okay, I didn't want you to miss that chance. Okay, so before we start, एक चीज़ मैं एक disclaimer देता हूँ आपको basically. I have seen a lot of shows, lot of podcasts, lot of episodes. जहाँ ना बहुत छोटे episodes होते हैं, like 20-25 minutes. You get on the point, you ask the question, you got to get the answers, and you leave. I don't want to do that. I want to make it very light-hearted, very slow, but very detailed also. I need you to give me all the information that you have in a very light-hearted way. Like just we are talking, it's not like an interview. मैं ऐसा नहीं फील करना चाहता कि मैं आपसे क्वेश्चंस पूछ रहा हूँ, आप सिर्फ आंसर पे आंसर दे रहे हो. So I think the best way to start is to have to get to know a little bit of yourself. तो आप बताइए कुछ भी अपने बारे में. A little bit of anything. Let's start with where were you born and how was a little bit about your childhood.
Okay. I was born in a very small town in Chhattisgarh, Korba, and my childhood was just passed by. Then I went to boarding school. So that
Oh,
was
you
an
spent boarding
exciting
school also.
phase.
When?
That was in 4th grade.
Oh, you went to boarding at 4th. From 4th to 12th, it was all boarding. Damn, okay.
So those were fun days. And uske baad, I went to Karnataka. I was studying for 7 years, working in a hospital.
Oh, you worked in a hospital as well.
Haan
Okay,
ji.
we'll get to it. So technically you haven't spent that much time in home. Do you feel like you missed out on anything?
Oh, absolutely.
Like what?
Just एक वो सेफ्टी रहती है ना घर की
हाँ.
कि कुछ भी होए स्कूल में यू नो यू हैव अ पेरेंट्स टू गो
Yep.
बैक टू एंड आई मिस इट सो मच दैट नाउ आई एम बैक हियर आई एम
Yeah,
लिविंग विद माय
back to home,
पेरेंट्स
yeah. Okay, so still 12th, from 4th to 12th in a boarding school. Then directly you went to Karnataka for
बैचलर्स मास्टर्स एमफिल
bachelor's in psychology.
कम्युनिकेशन एंड मीडिया इंग्लिश एंड साइकोलॉजी
Okay. And then master's in?
क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजी
Okay. And after that you worked in a hospital.
या एमफिल इन क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजी आई वाज अ ट्रेनी इन अ हॉस्पिटल
And from there, like you freelanced there also, or you just went back here?
No.
उसके बाद यहाँ.
फ्रीलांसिंग का टाइम नहीं था वहाँ पे वी हैड टू कमिट ऑल ऑफ आवर टाइम टू द हॉस्पिटल वी वुड हैव टू गो टू द वार्ड सी पेशेंट्स इन द साइकाट्री वार्ड एंड देन वी हैड टू डू असेसमेंट्स एंड ऑल द थेरेपी वर्क इन आवर ओन डिपार्टमेंट तो वहाँ पे तो टाइम ही नहीं होता था used to also be posted at DOMAT, all these other departments. तो उसके बाद once I left the hospital, I decided I don't want structure in my life anymore. And so that's when I decided to do something of my own, start something of my own.
I want to know a little bit about this whole. So we are at your studio right now. So why don't you tell me about how this studio came to be?
I wanted a space, an offline space where people could come, be vulnerable, feel safe, slow down, experience that,
Like our podcast.
slow down, and just experience that sort of compassion. और यहाँ पे बहुत जगह वैसी होती नहीं है लाइक रेस्टोरेंट में भी जाओ तो एवरीवन इज इन सच अ हरी एवरीवन इज सो स्ट्रेस्ड दैट दे डोंट इवन मेक आई कॉन्टैक्ट डोंट इवन यू नो हैव अ लॉन्ग कॉन्वर्जेशन So I wanted like a safe, ambient, relaxing space where I could also work freely and, you know, have interns and other psychologists. And obviously clients भी जब one-on-one in person देखते हो, that's so much better than seeing clients online.
True, 100%. So like you already had like from the very beginning आपको ऐसा था कि आपको psychology में interest था और it came out naturally, organically. ऐसा हुआ कि 12th के बाद automatically ये discussion हुआ कि हाँ psychology करना है or it was pre-planned from before?
I actually wanted to be a journalist.
Journalist, okay.
And that's why I ended up taking communication and media. But thankfully I also had psychology on the side, जिसमें मेरा interest था शुरू से. But then media की बहुत सारी internships की मैंने. I worked with The Hindu in Delhi for a month. Then I worked with this marketing agency called Mad Men in Hoskas, Delhi. And I realized not my cup of tea. No, it's not, doesn't have depth. And I didn't find meaning in the work I was doing. Random copies लिख रही हूँ लोगों के Facebook post के लिए. Things I don't even believe in.
True.
And I felt suffocated. And so that's when I realized that I'm a sensitive person. I don't thrive in the hustle culture. I thrive when things are slower, when we are mindful, conscious, aware. And of course, I had my own, early 20s में quarter life crisis type का mental health issues चल रहे थे. And I was like, might as well do something that is going to help me, help the people around me, something that's meaningful and deep. So that's how after bachelor's I decided कि मेरे को marketing और journalism ये सब से कुछ नहीं करना है. Marketing करना है, so I want to speak my truth.
Okay. So you are always an extroverted kid हमेशा से कि आपको आप extroverted नहीं हो?
No.
And you are a therapist.
Actually, when you're a therapist, you work a lot on a one-on-one setting. And I'm amazing with one-on-one conversations because I feel like I can swim so deep in the waters of the other person's psyche. But जब सामने 10 लोग बैठे होते हैं ना, तो आप बस उनका surface level touch करके निकलते.
True.
And that's why I hate small talk. I hate hello, कैसे हो, क्या चल रहा है, काम कैसा चल रहा है.
ट्रैफिक बहुत है ना.
हाँ, गर्मी हो रही है आजकल, तो बारिश का मौसम हो रहा है, अरे क्या. तो small talk really drains me out. And so I always crave for meaningful conversations with people who are also spiritual, insightful, people like you who are curious, passionate.
Yep.
So I thrive in one-on-one settings.
Do you think it's a skill or it's something that you're born with? To listen. Because that's a major thing that people just don't know how to do it. सुनने ही नहीं आता लोगों को. तो आपको क्या लगता है कि आपका स्किल था जो आपने डेवलप किया ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम और ये आप में ये नेचर था ऑलरेडी कि आप सुन सकते हो लोगों को?
I think I was inclined towards it ever since I was in school because I remember my sister used to come to me and
share all the things.
But of course, with all the experience I had in the hospital, with all the clients I saw, I developed a skill, understood very deeply what it means to listen. Because as you said, it's not everyone's cup of tea.
It's not at all. तो आपने बोला आप introverted, almost आप I think you are introverted, then it's safe to say? Ambivert. Do you find it easy to open up to someone?
I think there is a problem with Gen Zs. यार देखो,
Tell me about it.
कॉन्टेक्स्ट के हिसाब से ना बंदा बदल जाता है. ठीक है. So if I have to be an extrovert, for example, I had a launch party. That evening, I didn't have an option but to be an extrovert. ठीक है, and just be like, hi, hello, how are you? And then there are times when I want to do some inner work, I want to do some reading, I want to reflect. And that time I become an introvert. So I'm neither an extrovert, nor an introvert, nor an ambivert. I change depending on the context and depending on what the situation requires of me.
But how do people see you? Like someone who is secretive, जो अपनी बातें ज़्यादा बोलती नहीं है, अपने चीज़ों को अपने तक रखना पसंद करती है, या you can easily just go to someone and you can share your heart out. कि कुछ भी है, कुछ भी चल रहा है लाइफ में, if anything depressing is happening, anything distressing is happening, आप बोल सकते हो easily, या you prefer to keep it to yourself?
Again, it depends on the context. So if I am with somebody I trust, somebody I know, has the best at heart for me, I will be an open person in front of them. Somebody I don't know so well, उनके सामने obviously honorable मैं नहीं हो सकती. So it depends on the context.
Okay. So how much time has it been? ये studio open हुआ है आपका?
इसको 2.5 महीने.
And before that you were working on a hospital, like what duties? But वो technically that was in therapy setting. That was more of a what was the work there?
It was a mixture. So the first 6 months we were posted in psychiatry. 9 months based in psychiatry. So every 3 months he would shift the unit. तो morning में कुछ topic discussion होता था. Then we would go check up on the usual patients, do a few assessments, do a history intake. उसका पूरा performa होता था कि personal history, child history, all of that. तो psychiatry में it was a lot of collecting information.
Okay, but it wasn't as such कि आपको किसी से बात करके you need to figure that out, like that person out specifically.
Not so much, because in psychiatry you were learning about their modality. फिर 9 months के बाद we started properly working in our own department. तो वहाँ पे we would take individual therapy sessions.
So hospitals have a psychology department. I haven't seen that usually.
Good hospitals do, but most hospitals में क्या होता है कि psychiatry के साथ ही
and that's very crushed upon psychiatry क्योंकि वो बिल्कुल ही highlighted नहीं होता. Like I don't think anybody even knows कि होता भी है psychology department and if there are differences अगर होता भी है तो. Okay, so it's been 2.5 months here. How has the work changed in terms of your life, your schedule, and the kinds of cases that you see?
Oh, it is so different. One good thing about this profession is that you can never get bored.
Yep.
Every person has an individual story. Every person is struggling with something different, different triggers, different nervous systems, different emotions that they're stuck with. And when I started, it was very, like didactic, where I'm teaching the techniques, I'm following like a manualized protocol, manualized therapy. मोटी मोटी हम manuals पढ़ते थे कि इस session में ये करना है, इस session में ये करना है. So it was very just following instructions and not really listening to what my intuition is saying in that moment. और फिर धीरे धीरे जब मैं हॉस्पिटल से निकली, I started getting trained by Shalini ma'am, who's an alumnus of NIMHANS.
Okay.
And she's also doing her own private practice and she's working with a trauma-focused approach.
She's from where?
I'm not sure. She's based somewhere in North India, but I'm not sure what city. क्योंकि हम तो online ही करते हैं. So I got trained by her and then my focus started shifting and I realized how inhuman some of the behavior therapy techniques and it's almost like you're treating the patient as a lab rat. कि चलो तुम ये कर रहे हो तो तुम्हारा ये हो रहा है, ये कर रहे हो तो ये हो रहा है, ऐसे करो वैसे करो.
It's all very technical.
Very technical. Very technical. Very manualized. फिर धीरे से my approach started shifting and I actually started looking at the human being as a whole. Not just कि अच्छा sleep कैसा है, middle insomnia है, late insomnia है, initial insomnia है, अच्छा depressive symptoms है कि नहीं, low mood है, fatigue है, ये है. नहीं. See the person as a whole. What makes them happy, What motivates them?
Yep.
And, what do they enjoy doing? Where do they feel safe? What are some happy memories? And that's when you start seeing the person as a whole. So it's still an effort to unlearn whatever I learned pehle.
And relearn some of the new techniques.
Exactly.
Yeah. But does it actually changes the your approach completely when you do that, or ultimately at the end of it वही करना है आपको जो आपको सिखाया गया है? Like ultimately at the end of it क्या वही protocols use में आते हैं या it changes completely like throughout?
So again, it depends on what approach you take as a therapist. I have drastically shifted from what I was doing, say 1.5-2 years ago. So what I'm getting trained in is a therapy called somatic experiencing.
What is it?
तो somatic work होता है where you work with the nervous system and the body. Completely. बाकी की जो talk therapy होती है work a lot with the brain and thoughts. कि rational thought क्या है, irrational thought क्या है, ऐसे सोचोगे तो ऐसा होगा, इसकी जगह ऐसे सोचो. So that is very what we call top down. What I'm doing is bottom up.
Okay.
So working with the body, working with the nervous system, working with the lower level brain. So इसमें क्या होता है कि we make the client become aware of what is happening right now.
Okay. क्योंकि this is one of the things I've observed also कि कई बार I know that I'm in distress, I know there's something wrong with me, but I don't know what is exactly happening or what is causing the issue. ये भी नहीं पता होता. But ये पता है कि I'm not feeling well, there's something wrong with me. तो you try to figure that out.
तो एक्चुअली होता क्या है ना कि साइकोलॉजी बहुत इवॉल्व हुई है. लाइक अगर हिस्ट्री पढ़ो तो there was structuralism, functionalism, people like William James contributed a lot, and then behaviorism था, बहुत सारे schools आए हैं. And someone said कि चलो let's look at thoughts. Someone said no, it's the behavior that is important. Someone said no, let's work with dreams, let's work with like कभी-कभी slip of tongue कुछ बोल दिया, and नहीं, let's work with some analysis, let's do some imagery work. मतलब ये सब है. But ultimately I think one school I really relate with is called Gestalt.
Okay.
And Gestalt का एक simple principle है, whole is different from the sum of its parts.
Correct. हाँ.
तो अब आप अगर खाली थॉट देख रहे हो तो यू आर जस्ट लुकिंग एट वन एस्पेक्ट. अगर आप खाली बॉडी देख रहे हो उसमें भी यू आर लुकिंग एट जस्ट वन एस्पेक्ट. खाली बिहेवियर देख रहे हो दैट्स जस्ट वन एस्पेक्ट. बट व्हेन यू इंटीग्रेट इट ऑल, माइंड बॉडी सोल इज वन. इट्स नॉट डिफरेंट. इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल कि आपकी बॉडी में कोई एलिमेंट हो रहा है और आपका माइंड और सोल ठीक है.
It cannot be isolated event.
नो,
हाँ.
इट्स ऑल वन. तो हीलिंग भी टेक्निकली फिर होलिस्टिक होनी चाहिए ना,
Exactly.
बट है नहीं.
Exactly.
हॉस्पिटल में दांत का डॉक्टर
Exactly.
अलग है, आम का कहीं बोन का
And they
डॉक्टर
don't
अलग
even
है.
care if they are doing something and it is affecting something else in a bad way. They don't care. I am doing what I have to do.
वो रेफरल लिख देंगे.
Yep. हाँ, अगर आपको दूसरी जगह प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है वहाँ जा करके दे दो.
एग्जैक्टली.
But I am doing what I have to do. बाकी मेरे को मतलब नहीं किसी चीज़ से. That this is very common, very common. Even like standard practice and people have accepted it. कि हाँ ऐसा तो होता ही है. आप ये चीज़ लोगे तो आपका ये प्रॉब्लम तो होगा ही, तब आपको फिर वो करना पड़ेगा sort out. But that's
So sad.
But that used to happen in psychology as well. Like even psychology was very compartmentalized.
Of course, it still is.
Still is.
Most psychologists work with thoughts.
Hmm.
CBT क्या है? You're working with irrational thoughts. Or
CBT
you're
is, cognitive
behavior therapy.
Okay.
Or even if people are doing things like inner child work, trauma focused techniques अभी धीरे धीरे आ रही है, which is a very good thing. उसमें भी क्या हो रहा है, ठीक है आप inner child work कर रहे हो, आप past को explore कर रहे हो कि your mother neglected you and that's why you're choosing a partner who is neglectful. You're making these connections. But what happens is you're getting lost in talk. Talk therapy is like माया जाल में फंसना, क्योंकि आप बात करते जा रहे हो, उसका कोई आउट नहीं है. What you're doing by talking about your trauma again and again is you are firing your stress response system again and again. The HPA axis is getting activated again and again and again in loops because your body is used to it, right? There's a statement अभी हम interns के साथ भी discuss कर रहे थे from this book called The Body Keeps the Score, in which he says that we choose a familiar hell instead of an unfamiliar heaven.
Damn, okay, that's powerful.
So we're
That's very
addicted to
powerful.
pain, we are addicted to stress. We keep talking about our problems because हमारे वही cortisol, adrenaline, stress hormones activate होते जा रहे हैं, हमको आदत है stressed रहने की. And then when I tell my client, okay, let's pause from talking and let's notice what's happening in the body. So difficult. So difficult to pause and notice something that you've never noticed in your life.
But how do you do that? How do you actually enable them to do that?
Do you want to try it?
I'm scared, but okay, let's do it.
तो सिंपल सा ट्राई करेंगे, ठीक है? जस्ट आर यू सिटिंग कंफर्टेबली?
Yep.
ठीक है. सो विल जस्ट ट्राई समथिंग वेरी सिंपल कॉल्ड ट्रैकिंग सेंसेशंस. तो सबसे पहले आपके पाँव के नीचे एट द सोल्स ऑफ योर फीट we've kept a cushion.
Yep.
So how does that feel? Is it soft, hard?
It's soft. It's very soft.
Very nice. And how is the pillow behind your back?
It's stiffer than the cushion, but it's
Okay.
still soft. I feel comfortable.
ठीक.
I'm resting on it.
Very good. And can you hear the sound of the AC?
Can.
Can you notice your breath?
I can.
See, we're in the present moment.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I'm very aware. I'm actually very aware right now.
exactly.
I'm very aware. Like now I know I wasn't. Like now I know. Now I can match the two scenarios.
And same with me. I was also not aware. I was also a little like, thoda sa upar.
That is it's scary to be sitting with a therapist.
But no, it's not so much about interpretations and अरे तुमको ये disorder है, तुमको ये. It is so much about just coming back to the present moment. And there is so much wisdom that our sensations and the present moment holds. It's very simple when you think about it, but when you apply it, it requires practice. It's a skill.
It's a skill, yeah. Yeah. Okay. There are few notes that I've prepared, the way that I want to talk. But before we do that, I want to know from you, see, the thing is, your demographic is very young adults, right? Like 18 to 30 almost, if I'm not wrong. And for me, this show that I'm doing, I am also focusing like 18 to 30 wala age group. According to you, what should we talk about to make this relevant for that age group? I have a few ideas, but I want to know yours.
Okay. तो आई ट्रेंडिंग तो बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स रहते हैं. मैंने देखा सोशल मीडिया पे दैट जेनजीज लव टू टॉक अबाउट. वन इज नार्सिसिज्म.
Yeah.
ठीक है. देन देयर आर थिंग्स लाइक ट्रॉमा बॉन्डिंग
Yep.
and attachment styles, personality, like आपकी personality ये है,
हाँ,
ये
हाँ.
वो है ना. So these are a few things that Gen Zs talk a lot about, and I think there isn't enough knowledge about what they're talking about.
There's absolutely none. I don't believe there's any truth in the jargon that we usually see on the internet.
And there's a lot of information readily available, but then it's not contextualized.
It's not. It's disseminated. Like you cannot make sense of it.
Exactly.
Information तो बहुत सारा है. आप chat GPT पे आप कुछ भी डालो, you can get tons of information, but it's not either in sequence, nor it is. I don't think it's like contextualized even.
Exactly.
Like you don't know what to make sense of it. There's so much textbook information. So before, I think we'll take an umbrella topic first, which is depression, which there's a lot of roots of it, right? So depression can be there because of your issues with your self-worth, your self-doubts, your inferiority complex, and that can come from social media, which is huge. And depression is that one word that is misused the most. हर कोई depressed है. Like even if I'm not feeling good, in one day like बहुत depressed हूँ भाई आज बहुत ज़्यादा depressed है. According to a clinical psychologist, what is depression? According to you, what is depression? Who is depressed actually? And how do I know if I am?
Depression is, so now there are two different things. ठीक है. एक होता है depressive disorder.
Correct.
ठीक है. तो उसके पूरे क्राइटेरिया होते हैं. There are 3 core symptoms and there are secondary symptoms. And simply put, the 3 core symptoms are low mood, fatigue, loss of interest. ठीक है. अगर ये तीनों में टिक है, yes है, तो probable depressive disorder is there.
But that can be temporary also, right?
It can. That's a very good question. So this is how clinical psychology understands what depression is. There are 3 core symptoms. There are secondary symptoms, specifiers that tell you how severe your symptoms are. And because depression also lies on a spectrum. There can be a mild episode, moderate episode, severe episode. है ना? तो ये हो गया उसका clinical understanding. Now, if you come to a more holistic and spatial understanding, how I see things is there's a tool I use. There's a tool that all trauma-focused therapists use, which is called a window of tolerance.
Okay.
It's actually lying right here, so I can show you.
Okay.
इसको हम यहीं रखते हैं that clients या जो भी आते हैं उनको हम दिखा पाएं. बहुत आसान टूल है, very applicable for anyone, everywhere.
And self-doable? Like I can do it myself?
हाँ, it's just a way to identify your emotional state. So it's this. I don't know, camera.
I'll put on the screen.
तो this is called a window of tolerance. है ना. तो सबसे ऊपर है hyper arousal, जिसमें all the upside of emotions, जैसे हम दोनों यहाँ पे आए and we were like, oh my god, ये करना ही है.
The whole set, the hyperactivity.
हाँ, hyper arousal था. तो we were somewhere here, है ना. And then when I said, okay, let's notice the feet, हम थोड़ा सा नीचे window की तरह.
Correct.
So this is the window of tolerance in the middle, which is when we are aware and oriented but also relaxed. सबसे नीचे जो होता है, this
Hyperarousal,
is hypoarousal. This is when we are sad, demotivated, stuck in freeze. Like कभी-कभी होता है ना, we're just sitting and we just
there's no excitement of life.
वो तो है, but वो होता है ना कि कभी-कभी हम बस बैठे-बैठे देखते-देखते हम just zone out हो जाते हैं.
हाँ. Oh my god, that happens to me, I think.
है ना, सबको
That happens to me.
So that is hypoarousal.
Okay.
Now this is normal. hypo में सब जाते हैं. What is healthy is कि अगर विंडो में हो, ठीक है, अब जैसे एग्जाम है, कुछ पॉडकास्ट रिकॉर्डिंग
करना
है
है।
तो थोड़ा सा हाइपर में जाना ज़रूरी है सो
हाँ।
दैट इट मोबिलाइजेज आवर एनर्जी. अगर रेस्ट करना है या वेकेशन पे जा रहे हो थोड़ा सा हाइपो में रहना ज़रूरी है. तो वी नीड टू स्विम थ्रू दीज स्टेट्स एज एंड व्हेन रिक्वायर्ड.
Okay.
दैट्स हेल्दी. What is unhealthy is when we sometimes get stuck.
Okay.
ठीक है. For example, there's an event coming up or an exam coming up और आप chronically anxious हो रोज throughout the day कि shit ये topic बचा है, ये बचा है, ये भी बचा है. And there's actually research, Gabor Mate की एक book है The Body Says No and he's mentioned amazing research in that. And he found out that MBBS students before their exams have a compromised immune system.
Hard relate.
Of course, because you're chronically stressed and it's not good for your body, mind or soul. And when you have a compromised immune system, there was actually a study that found that wound takes longer to heal for MBBS students before their exams as compared to an average individual.
Okay.
So these chronic arousal states, chronically अगर आप hyper में हो, that's not healthy.
That's even like physical manifestations of it, like the wound healing, the delayed wound healing.
है ना. और उसका उल्टा जो आपका क्वेश्चन था डिप्रेशन के बारे में. When you're chronically hypo aroused, sad, demotivated, can't get out of bed, numb, exactly. That is when you can call it like a depressive disorder based on the symptoms that I mentioned earlier.
Which is like fatigue, loss of interest, and
Low mood.
And low mood. Okay.
तो जो डिप्रेसिव डिसऑर्डर्स जो होते हैं वो यू नो लो साइड ऑफ थिंग्स हाइपो में होते हैं. और जो एंजाइटी डिसऑर्डर्स होते हैं
Yeah.
पैनिक अटैक्स
ADHD almost.
that is hyper arousal. And of course in all these disorders जैसे कि if you are chronically anxious your body will crash. For example MBBS एग्जाम के बाद क्या होता है कि आप 5 दिन तक बस लेटे रहते हो कुछ देख रहे होते हो.
Yep.
That's a state of freeze.
Yep.
That is hyper arousal. Similarly आप बहुत देर तक हाइपो में जा रहे हो फिर बहुत देर तक हाइपर. तो आजकल की जनता ऐसे बहुत देर तक हाइपर में जा रही है फिर हाइपो में जा रही है और सबका विंडो ऑफ टॉलरेंस छोटा होता जा रहा है. That relaxed oriented state is very less. And that is what मतलब मेरी लाइफ का एम है to bring as many people I can and of course myself to the present moment. Because when we're thinking of the past and the future, that's when we're in hyper or hyper.
Absolutely.
But when we come to the present and we look at like colors, shapes, listen to sounds, listen to what's happening in the body, that's when we come to the window.
But can you actually avoid that, not caring about future and not thinking about past?
So it's not that black and white. अब हम ह्यूमन बींग्स हैं, ठीक है, हम इवॉल्व कर गए काफ़ी ज़्यादा और हमारा जो ये प्री फ्रंटल कॉर्टेक्स है और जो कॉर्टिकल ब्रेन है वो जानवरों में नहीं है. एबिलिटी टू थिंक, ability to reason, ability to judge, ability to plan and organize is not there in animals. So there is a reason that we have been given somewhere, we've been given this ability to think. अब इसको ऑप्टिमली कैसे यूज़ करें, इसका भी ब्लैक एंड वाइट नहीं है. ऐसा भी नहीं कि पूरे टाइम हम पास्ट या फ्यूचर में रहें जो कि अभी हो रहा है.
Yep.
ऐसा भी नहीं कि हम पूरे टाइम प्रेजेंट में रहें. अगर पूरे टाइम प्रेजेंट में रहना है तो हम सबको सब कुछ त्याग के मंक बनना पड़ेगा. We are living in a world where we do need to.
And there's an evolutionary benefit also of thinking about the future because it's based on evolution. You have to think about future for your own protection.
Exactly.
So you have to think about it.
And we've created such safe environments because we have the ability to think about the future.
Correct, exactly.
कि अगर आंधी तूफान आएगा तो ये
we have a shelter.
कि नहीं. तो of course it has an evolutionary benefit, but again मतलब बीच का जो है कि okay, spending some time thinking about the planning about tomorrow's day, thinking, reflecting on today's day, and then spending some time in today, in the present, because that restores our body, restores our homeostasis. हमारे जितने भी immune system है, endocrine system है, nervous system है, all of that is overworking. It's not getting any rest. Our body is not spending enough time on the parasympathetic nervous system. मतलब वो जो एक रिस्टोर करने के लिए बैलेंस होम्योस्टेसिस जो बोलते हैं उसके लिए हमारी बॉडी को टाइम नहीं मिल रहा है. तो वो देना आई थिंक बहुत ज़रूरी हो गया.
So for example, I'll give you a situation, okay? Client comes to you And by the way, like before we move into this, I want to tell you to camera, like to me, ki why do you prefer the people that come to you clients and not as patients?
So again, I mentioned how like behavior therapy and all these other schools, it's almost like they treat people as lab rats.
हाँ.
राइट मतलब डॉक्टर के पास जाते हो, अच्छा डॉक्टर होता है तो सुनता है, ये तो डॉक्टर डजंट इवन लुक एट यू, है ना, प्रिस्क्रिप्शन लिख दिया, एक हफ्ता लेना, तो इट्स लाइक बीइंग ट्रीटेड एज अ रैट, लाइक अ लैब रैट ना. तो व्हेन यू कॉल अ पर्सन अ पेशेंट, आई थिंक अ पावर डिफरेंस कम्स इन, दैट द डॉक्टर इज ऑन टॉप and the patient is niche. That the patient is helpless because they've been given this big scary label of a disorder which cannot be treated, which has no cure. So many skin diseases, so many cancers, so many things, diabetes, hypertension के लिए खाली maintenance के लिए medication देते हैं, इन सब के cures तो हैं नहीं.
Exactly.
है ना. अब डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं तो वो डॉक्टर एक ऊपर होता है, पेशेंट नीचे होता है, कि अरे सब डॉक्टर के हाथ में है. And here we follow a very different system. Therapist and client are at the same level. Client has the ability, the power to heal themselves. We are just a facilitators. We are just providing that safe environment.
And that suggestion in their head कि okay, you can heal yourself.
बस छोटा सा एक मतलब बीज डाल देना है.
Exactly.
पौधा तो खुद ही उगता है.
Exactly.
है ना. और client की body में इतना wisdom है, और डॉक्टर्स के पास टाइम भी नहीं है उस विजडम को देखने का.
हाँ, एब्सोल्युटली. They have to see the number of patients in a day.
Exactly. तो उस विजडम को एक बार एक्सेस कर लो ना, इट्स लाइक आवर बॉडी हैज ऑल द मेडिसिन इनसाइड ऑलरेडी. हमको इतनी सारी एक्सटर्नल दवाइयों की ज़रूरत नहीं है. एंड अगेन नॉट ब्लैक एंड वाइट, ऐसा नहीं बोल रही कि दवाइयों की ज़रूरत नहीं है. आई मीन मेडिसिन हैज़ कम रियली फार इन फाइंडिंग क्योर, इन इरेडिकेटिंग सो मेनी वायरसेस, बैक्टीरियाज. मतलब it's amazing what, especially in emergency medicine, what medicine can do is amazing. But जो lifestyle related diseases है, which are so prevalent, diabetes, hypertension, obesity, ये सारे autoimmune conditions, chronic pain, fibromyalgia, इन सारे conditions के लिए psychotherapy is a must. Because psychotherapy में आपको आके पता चलता है कि oh shit, it's not just about what I'm eating. It's not just about how I'm exercising. It's also about how I'm treating myself and how I'm treating others. It's also about how I'm flowing through emotions, how I'm stuck in a certain emotion and a certain nervous system state. So, kya hota hai, I was working with a client abhi recently, and she said to me, when I took the session for the first time in my life, I felt like I am complete.
Oh, how?
अब वो somatic work से यार, all you need to do really all you need to do to come back to homeostasis is just sit still and stop talking for some time. Everyone needs to stop talking for some time. मतलब दो लोग मिलते भी हैं, कभी दो लोगों को साइलेंस में कोएग्जिस्ट करते हुए देखा है?
It never happens.
कितना कम. Unless two people are very familiar with each other, they don't meet each other in silences to just watch the sunset or to just enjoy the trees. और silence में क्या होता है? Our body restores. So a lot of my sessions, there are so many long pauses where, you know, the client is stretching or moving the feet or just yawning. Lots of yawning. Yawning से भी discharge.
Yeah, because they haven't done it in a while probably.
Exactly.
Okay. The thing is, I'm listening all this, and one side of my brain is like, damn, do I do that? Am I not silent ever? क्या मैं हमेशा बोल रहा हूँ? And this one side of my brain is completely a self-introspective वाला zone. Okay. So my question was, I want to learn a little bit about your methods, okay? I obviously know some of the things that you already said, but okay, in a bit more sequential manner. So suppose a 18-year-old girl comes to you, okay? She is massively introverted, and she never shares anything to anyone. She's having this extended period of time where she's feeling very depressed, unmotivated, hasn't been able to do anything, and the major problem that she's telling you is she's procrastinating a lot, and she's now stuck in a loop where उसने एक टारगेट सेट किया अबाउट एनीथिंग, अबाउट एकेडमिक, पर्सनल, एनी टारगेट. उसने वो टारगेट सेट करा और नाउ शी हैज प्लान कि क्या करना है. शी कैन नॉट डू इट फॉर सम रीजन. शी जस्ट कैन नॉट टेक एक्शन. शी प्रोक्रेस्टिनेटेड एंड नाउ शी इज इन दैट गिल्ट. उसके बाद फिर अगेन नेक्स्ट प्लान, नेक्स्ट प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन, मोर गिल्ट, एंड नाउ इट्स अ विशियस साइकिल of guilt and procrastination. This is the problem, and this question I'm asking you because I got this question from some of the listeners. Actually, I spoke to them that I'm talking to a therapist, and they were like, ask this please. So this is the question. There's a girl, introverted, massively procrastinating a lot from many months, and now stuck in a guilt loop. What would you suggest? What would your process be?
Okay, so again breaking this down, है ना. हमने विंडो ऑफ टॉलरेंस देखा, हमने हाइपर अराउजल और बीच का समझा, है ना. नाउ दिस पर्सन who is not sharing anything, is closed, doesn't like talking to people, is of course suppressing some emotions.
For sure.
Correct. Suppressed emotions se bhi there is enough evidence, there's enough research in top journals of the world which says that suppressing your emotions leads to autoimmune conditions. It contributes to physical conditions like cancer. I was even reading something about lung cancer last night where it said that there are two people, theek hai, they've both been smoking for the same duration. They've smoked the same number of cigarettes. One develops lung cancer, one does not. है ना. अब होता क्या है कि हमारी बॉडी में कॉन्स्टेंटली कुछ ना कुछ रिपेयर वर्क चल रहा है.
एग्जैक्टली, हाँ.
है ना. हमारे इम्यून सिस्टम इज वर्किंग फाइन. व्हेन वी सप्रेस इमोशंस, नेचुरल किलर सेल्स जो होते हैं विच आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर रिमूविंग डेथ सेल्स और मतलब बॉडी में जो भी मैटर है, जो भी रिक्वायर्ड नहीं है, एनके सेल्स उसको निकालते हैं. व्हेन वी सप्रेस इमोशंस, द नेचुरल किलर सेल्स ऑल्सो गेट सप्रेस्ड. दे डोंट डू देयर एक्टिविटी, and so the damaged cells that should be removed are still growing. That's how tumors develop. That's how cancers develop. So it's not so black and white कि खाली smoking causes lung cancer. Again, contextualizing everything. So suppressing emotion, we know, leads to physical issues later in life. So coming back to this person, procrastination क्या होता है? ये बहुत लोग फेस करते हैं. बहुत मुश्किल भी होता है, समझ भी नहीं आता है कि इस लूप से निकलें कैसे. लॉजिकली सोचो, मेरे को बताओ, हम किसी भी एक्टिविटी को अवॉइड क्यों करेंगे? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ़ यू हैव टू गो आउट विद अ फ्रेंड यू लव गोइंग आउट विद फॉर डिनर, वुड यू अवॉइड दैट?
No, obviously not.
So what would you avoid?
Either the outcome is, I'm unaware of what the outcome could be. Like, I'm not sure what is on the other side.
Uncertainty.
Very good. Or fear of failure है.
Very good.
Or probably the anxiety to start, the inertia of that.
Very good. Correct. Anxiety, uncertainty, fear of failure. So when we avoid something, when we procrastinate something, it's because we are putting too much pressure on ourselves.
Like a defense mechanism.
Exactly. कि मतलब पढ़ाई करनी है तो टॉप करना ही है, नीट क्लियर करना ही है, नहीं तो आई एम वर्थलेस. If I don't clear this entrance exam, मेरी लाइफ में I have nothing going on for me. But that's not how human beings are, na? Our worth is not decided by our entrance test, by our career, by how much we are earning. But sadly वो एक conditioned चीज़ है जो
वो एक आ गई है
जनरेशन से आ गई है ना. तो सबसे पहले तो इस चीज़ के बारे में अवेयरनेस लाएंगे कि you are a human being who probably this girl, let's say she enjoys dancing. Let's say, you know, playing with street dogs makes her happy. Let's say that tending to her plants makes her happy. So we just tell her to start doing these things and मतलब make her realize कि this is you. Not just that thing, not just that task. And of course we work with the body to release anxiety. होता क्या है कि बहुत सारी एंग्जाइटी स्टोर हो गई है, सप्रेस हो गई है, हमने बात किया, वो कहीं बाहर नहीं जा पा रही है, तो लॉट ऑफ इट इज सप्रेस्ड, है ना. तो फर्स्ट वी वर्क विद ग्राउंडिंग एंड ओरिएंटिंग. ये बहुत देर तक चलता है. This is just about finding safety in the body. So, for example, when I look at that green wall, मेरे को heart में एक lightness feel होती है. So just sitting for a while, enjoying that lightness, feeling my feet on the cushion for some time. And you would be surprised, just by doing this, कुछ clients का एक के बाद एक burps आते हैं.
Why is that related?
So burps, then there is yawns, then there is stretching.
Just overall relaxation of the body. Overall,
हाँ,
like
it's a
stiffness
release.
come होती है.
It's a release. टेंशन रिलीज हो रहा है, जो स्टोर्ड एंजाइटी थी रिलीज हो रही है, स्टोर्ड गैस था रिलीज हो रहा है. कुछ लोग के लेग शेक करते हैं, है ना, कुछ लोग का नेक ऐसे ऐसे होता है, कुछ लोग का एक टिक टाइप का आ जाता है ऐसे. तो दिस इज ऑल दैट एक्स्ट्रा एक्सेसिव कॉर्टिसोल एंड एड्रेनलिन दैट इज स्टोर्ड इन द बॉडी स्लोली गेटिंग रिलीज्ड. और हमको ये एक बार में नहीं करना है ना, बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाएगा. तो थोड़ा सा रिलीज़ किया, फिर वापस प्रेजेंट में आए, कलर्स देखे, शेप्स देखे. सो वी स्टार्ट विथ ग्राउंडिंग, मेकिंग आवर बॉडी फील रिलैक्स्ड एंड रिलीजिंग दिस एक्सेसिव स्ट्रेस, एंड देन वर्किंग विद द रिसोर्सेज ऑफ द क्लाइंट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल डांसिंग, डांस करके कैसा लगता है, ट्राइंग टू बिल्ड दैट गुड फीलिंग इन द बॉडी, यू नो. तो दैट्स हाउ वी स्टार्ट वर्किंग. एंड देन एज वी गो ऑन, मतलब शुरू में जब क्लाइंट्स आते हैं ना, ऐसे बैठते हैं, ठीक है, हाँ, नॉट सेफ एंड हाइपर अराउजल में, फ्रीज में, आंखें ऐसे नीचे हैं. 5 सेशंस बाद, कभी कभी एक सेशन बाद भी, you'll see that the client is sitting like this. You know, so the body and how you're sitting, how your eyes are, tells you so much about how you're functioning on a daily basis.
Yeah, true.
तो बस वही, मतलब बॉडी से हम एंजाइटी रिलीज कराएंगे ताकि वो जो प्रेशर है प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन से रिलेटेड, वो प्रेशर कम हो जाए. उससे एंजाइटी कम होएगी तो वो काम करने से प्रेशर भी नहीं रहेगा. एंड यू एक्चुअली लुक फॉरवर्ड टू डू व्हाट यू आर डूइंग इंस्टेड ऑफ अवॉइडिंग इट. कि वो साइकिल क्या हो रहा है, आप अवॉइड करो, सप्रेस करो. धीरे से उस सप्रेस मटेरियल को निकाल दिया, बॉडी स्टार्ट्स फीलिंग लाइट, एनर्जाइज, एंड यू लाइक ओके, आई एक्चुअली फील लाइक डूइंग इट now that is released.
And what if you don't have an access to a therapist? What would you do then?
I would suggest any sort of movement. If you can join a group yoga class, yoga helps discharge so much, and yoga engages so many different parts of the brain. It's amazing.
By yoga means you like the asanas or the pranayam, like the breathing exercise?
A good yoga instructor, again जैसे हमने बोला ना, mind और body soul अलग नहीं होता है, वैसे योगा में breath is a part of the practice. So you sit with the breath first and then you slowly start moving. So दोनों integrated रहते हैं in a good yoga practice. So a mixture of both necessarily. तो yoga, then any other sort of movement like dancing, walking, basically not being cooped up inside one room. That does not serve. Yeah, like you're stuck in freeze, you're stuck in hyperarousal.
Yeah, that's the issue. I think you must have observed this change also. Like, and it was actually a statistical report where like the current Gen Zs and Gen Alphas तो अभी बहुत छोटे हैं, but Gen Zs they are not going out as much. They are on their devices for the most of the time. And even like at the later stages of their life also, some millennials as well. We are not buying houses. We are not going out. We are not meeting people. We are not talking as much. We are hiding more stuff. And it's increasing as we speak. So according to you, I think that as much as I understand, the best way to do it, if you don't have an access to a therapist, do yoga pranayam. At least start with that. Walk. Do what you like. Hobbies. Okay.
Engage your body. Be in touch with your body. कि अभी क्या चल रहा है. जैसे अभी मैंने फ़ोन चला के छोड़ दिया, ठीक है, 1 घंटे तक फ़ोन चलाया, फ़ोन छोड़ा. अब मेरी बॉडी को क्या लग रहा है, मेरी बॉडी को प्यास लग रही है कि नहीं. आजकल लोगों को वो भी नहीं पता चलता दैट आई नीड वाटर बिकॉज वी आर सो डिस्कनेक्टेड. सो इन द स्मॉलेस्ट ऑफ वेज इफ वी कैन कनेक्ट विद आवर बॉडीज वी रियलाइज वी आर थर्स्टी. Oh, my back is hurting. I need to move. I need to stretch. I need to go for a little walk. I need to go outside, breathe some fresh air. ये सब पता तब चलता है जब हम 1 मिनट के लिए पॉज करें और देखें कि चल क्या रहा है. मेरे पैर सूने हो गए, नंब हो गए इतनी देर बैठे बैठे. आई नीड टू मूव देम. हाउ विल आई रियलाइज व्हेन आई लिसन टू माई बॉडी ना. तो एनी प्रैक्टिस, इट डजंट हैव टू बी योगा. इवन इफ समबडी इज doing some dance or going to the gym or anything, like going for a walk, cycling, और जस्ट लाइक घर का ध्यान रखना, चीज़ें यहाँ वहाँ संभालना, जस्ट एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ मूवमेंट आई थिंक इज़ वेरी नेसेसरी ऑन अ डेली बेसिस.
Where you are present at the moment.
Very good point. That's a very important point.
Exactly. And it can be anything.
हाँ.
It can be doing anything if it makes you feel कि अभी आप वहाँ पर हो,
Mindfully.
mindful हो, तो फिर it's helping.
Exactly.
Okay. Do you have any case that you handled which challenged you, like for real? Like you felt कि oh my god, this is very difficult even for me. Like I don't know how to proceed.
You know, there are some clients who actually don't do well in therapy.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Like they just don't. Like what stops them from that?
Okay. I'll tell you from my experience. Clients I find difficult. One is clients who are very intellectual. ठीक है. और मेरे पास ऐसे इंटेलेक्चुअल क्लाइंट्स आए हैं जो बोलते हैं कि यार CBT तो हमने ट्राई कर ली और अभी भी कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. लाइक ठीक है चलो आओ. Now when you are in the brain thinking all the time, not even ready to come to the body. बहुत बार होता है कि listen to your body, how's your back feel?
Yeah.
It's normal. It's okay. It's normal. Everything is normal. तो inability to surrender to the body, to the present moment, need to control and have everything, everything has to have an intellectual scientific explanation. ऐसा नहीं होता है. अब यार इतने एक्सेसिबल नहीं है MRIs कि हम आपकी थेरेपी में बैठे बैठे बताएं कि देखो, है ना. तो बायोफीडबैक मशीन नहीं है इतना एक्सेसिबल. व्हेन यू फील दैट यू आर रिलैक्स्ड, यू आर नॉट इवन एबल टू टेल योर थेरेपिस्ट यू आर रिलैक्स्ड. बिकॉज लाइक हाउ कैन आई नो दैट? आई डोंट हैव एनी मशीन दैट्स टेलिंग मी दैट.
Exactly.
तो जो एक बहुत एक्सट्रीम इंटेलेक्चुअल टाइप के लोग होते हैं, वो आर नॉट इवन विलिंग टू stop thinking for a minute because thinking is so familiar for them. उनके लिए it's like change is hard for them.
Do you think it can be other way around also? Like, do you think like for some, the therapist is the problem? Like I've heard this. कि कई बार ऐसा होता है कि आप एक तो ऑलरेडी हमारे इंडिया में थेरेपिस्ट के पास जाना इज वेरी टैबूड. जाते ही नहीं है लोग. और कई बार ऐसा हुआ है कि दे वेंट लेकिन उनको उस पर्टिकुलर थेरेपिस्ट से कोई बेनिफिट नहीं हुआ. Like somehow that therapist didn't work for that. ऐसा हो सकता है?
That's such a good question. I was going to get to this. तो एक फैक्टर हो गया कि the client is intellectualizing a lot and is not willing to let go of that. दूसरा, of course, there are therapist factors. For example, let's say you are a client, I'm a therapist, okay? And you have a past of women being unreliable. और women मतलब कोई ट्रिगर है आपका औरतों को लेके, या फिर कुछ लोग का एक एक्सप्रेशन भी ट्रिगर होता है. वन ऑफ माई क्लाइंट्स टोल्ड मी दैट व्हेन आई स्टार्ट टॉकिंग इन अ सूदिंग मैनर ही गेट्स ट्रिगर्ड बिकॉज ही वुड लिसन टू हिज फादर टॉक ऑन द फोन एंड इट फेल्ट रियली फेक. तो सबका ट्रिगर अलग होता है. अब कुछ क्लाइंट्स का मी एज अ पर्सन, बिकॉज आई हैव शॉर्ट हेयर, बिकॉज ऑफ द पिच ऑफ माई वॉइस, दैट इट सेल्फ कैन बी अ बिग ट्रिगर. So even if I'm trying to create a safe space, they can't trust me.
They are already closed.
Yes, exactly. So unfortunately, I don't think it's good to stick with the therapist for too long.
Okay.
You need to try different approaches. You need to try different therapists and see कि किस therapist की presence में आपको safe feel हो रहा है, और उस therapist के साथ आप थोड़ा सा you can consider working long.
But wouldn't that be therapist's responsibility to see if after multiple sittings अगर progress नहीं हो रहा, visibly difference कुछ भी नहीं आ रहा, तो I think it should be therapists.
Yes. Actually, we mentioned this in our consent form also, and we have a referral system within therapists. तो जब हमको दिख रहा है that the client is getting triggered by us and is not making progress, we refer the client to another therapist.
Okay.
तो वो ethically that is correct. When we are seeing that there's no change, no progress happening, we suggest something.
But is it in practice though? It is a standard procedure to refer, but is it actually practiced?
As far as I know, yes. Because यार एक बात बताओ, जब आप एक client को इतनी बार देख रहे हो, है ना, even as a therapist, even if you're getting money, fine. The thing is, you are a human being in that session. You will get frustrated after a point, and nobody wants that. मैं भी चाहती हूँ कि आप पीसफुल रहो, क्लाइंट भी चाहता है कि वो पीसफुल रहे. तो जब एक पॉइंट के बाद मैं नोटिस कर रही हूँ, वी कॉल दिस काउंटर ट्रांसफरेंस. that no matter what I do, I'm getting frustrated with the client, something is not right. I need to reassess what I'm doing. I need to reassess if I am the right therapist. I need to reassess if this approach is right for the client. So there are a myriad of possibilities where therapy won't work. And it's ethical for both the client and the therapist to address these questions openly in session. क्या मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है कि हम stuck हैं, हम आगे नहीं बढ़ रहे हैं. Usually the therapist only brings it up. Sometimes the clients also bring it up. It's very important to refer the client to someone else or some other modality if that's going to be better.
There's one more thing actually I brought this question up क्योंकि एक चीज़ मैंने ऑब्जर्व किया और ये सिर्फ मेरा ऑब्जर्वेशन नहीं है, कुछ लोगों ने और भी ऑब्जर्व किया है कि जो रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ थेरेपिस्ट इन इंडियन मीडिया है ना, मूवीज, फिल्म्स, टीवी शोज. अभी जैसे रिसेंटली मैंने एक शो देखा है अमेजॉन प्राइम पे विच इज़ द फैमिली मैन. आपने भी शायद देखा होगा. नहीं देखा. फैमिली मैन में एक थेरेपिस्ट का रिप्रेजेंटेशन है एंड वेरी पुअर रिप्रेजेंटेशन, ऑलमोस्ट लाइक अ जोक. Like he's just giving quotes and quotes and quotes. Nothing, no substance to it. सिर्फ एक quote के बाद दूसरा quote, like it's just drama quotes. And this is just one example. I've seen कि Indian media में therapists को weirdly represent किया जाता है. Is there any reason for it? और इसका effect आपको actual अपने practice में दिखता है या नहीं? Because like maybe that is one of the reason कि लोग जाते नहीं है therapists के पास. Have you observed that?
You are right. I don't know why from the top of my mind. मैं जब ऐसे मीडिया में थेरेपी और थेरेपिस्ट का रिप्रेजेंटेशन देखती हूँ ना, आई सी लाइक दिस very serious looking man with spectacles, cryptic, with a notebook and giving very heavy interpretations. Somebody lying down on the couch और वो बोल रहा है कि आपको तो बचपन का ये है, इस ट्रॉमा की वजह से ये हो रहा है. Like therapy is shown as very serious and very heavy, and again वो एक power difference
आता है. Exactly.
है ना सोशल मीडिया में कि थेरेपिस्ट ऊपर है, वो आपको बताएगा क्या करना है, that you have to follow.
Exactly.
It's not like that. Especially in bottom-up therapies, body work, trauma-focused therapies, dance movement therapy, expressive arts therapy, it is very abstract, number one, and the power difference doesn't exist. एक good representation मेरे हिसाब से is Dear Zindagi.
Oh, exactly. That is very correct.
That's a good representation.
That is a very correct representation, yeah.
क्योंकि उसमें if you see Shah Rukh Khan's presence, it's not like some serious man thinking, oh, I know everything.
Yeah.
I will tell you how you have to live your life. No. उसमें he's playful.
Extremely playful.
Joking.
Yeah, they're going cycling together. They're just talking and there's nothing technical. There is no textbook.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that is a good representation.
Yeah, I think that's the only good representation. And that's the exception.
Because he uses a lot of symbolism. मतलब वो कुर्सी वाला जो था कि कौन सी कुर्सी अच्छी, and वो ना उसको ज्ञान नहीं दे रहा है कि तुमको चूज करना चाहिए. वो like he's just putting it out there. Yeah. Exactly.
He's making a thing. You should think about it.
Exactly.
I'm not saying anything.
So a good therapist gives you analogies and helps you make your own decision.
Yeah.
He doesn't tell you this is what you have to do. So I think that is a good representation.
Yeah. According to you, why do you think therapy, seeking help, talking to a therapist, going to a mental health expert or something like that, why is it such a taboo even in 2024? Why are we so afraid of asking for help?
It's because it's hard to trust another person in today's world.
But then why do we go to a doctor for any other thing? Like that's also trusting with your own body, right? And you can go easily without any shame. You will tell the whole mohalla कि आज जा रहा हूँ मैं डॉक्टर के पास. But then you cannot say कि हाँ मैं जा रहा हूँ एक therapist के पास. Is there? So according to me ना, there's one thing कि सब सोचेंगे कि मैं पागल हूँ. To put it simply, कि मैं पागल हूँ. इसलिए मैं जा रहा हूँ थेरेपिस्ट के पास. आई थिंक दैट्स वन ऑफ द मेजर रीजंस. डू यू एग्री?
Definitely. Also another reason I think is कि therapy is a space where you have to take onus of what you are doing wrong.
Be vulnerable of that.
Being vulnerable, of accepting कि चलो ये मेरा पैटर्न है जो मेरे को चेंज करने की ज़रूरत है. When you're going to a doctor, even when you're going to a psychiatrist, you're giving the onus to एन एक्सटर्नल थिंग कि भाई मेरे हार्मोन्स में इम्बैलेंस है, मेरे को बीपीडी है या मेरे को CPTSD, मेरे को कोई डिसऑर्डर है, मेरे को डायबिटीज़ है, आई कांट डू एनीथिंग. डॉक्टर संभालेगा, डॉक्टर दवाई देगा. बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू टेकिंग ओनस, कमिंग टू थेरेपी and actually accepting how small decisions we make on an everyday basis, we can change them and change our physical, mental, spiritual well-being. वो onus बहुत कम लोग लेते हैं. Accepting that there is something in me that I can change. पहले accept करोगे कि मेरे में ये पैटर्न है, उसके बाद ही चेंज करोगे.
Exactly.
एक्सेप्टेंस है ही नहीं तो यू जस्ट कीप विक्टिमाइजिंग योरसेल्फ कि अरे दुनिया ऐसी है, ये ऐसा है, मेरे साथ ये हुआ, मेरे हार्मोन्स में ये दिक्कत है. तो ऑफ कोर्स एक स्टिग्मा वो जो आपने बोला वो तो है ही कि अरे मैं पागल हूँ, ऐसा समझा जाएगा कि ये तो कोई भी कर लेगा ना. यू शुड बी एबल टू
Exactly.
like take care of yourself. You should not have mental health issues. You should be able to regulate your emotions. सिखाता कौन है इमोशन रेगुलेट करना?
कोई भी नहीं.
स्कूल में कौन सा हमारा सब्जेक्ट था जहाँ पे माइंडफुलनेस सिखाया जाता था?
I think the trauma starts at school. It's the opposite.
So true. And now it's so encouraging and I feel so hopeful to see कि इतने सारे schools में like there is this new module called social emotional learning.
Is there?
Yeah. दिल्ली के कुछ स्कूल्स में ऑलरेडी इम्प्लीमेंट कर दिया गया है एंड इट हैज़ अ लॉट ऑफ बुद्धिस्ट प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ.
बट फिर उसमें भी एग्जाम्स होते होंगे जिसमें सिलेबस रटना होता होगा.
नहीं. SCL is actually changing things up. रायपुर में भी there are few schools with a lot of experiential learning. There's Sunshine Hours, there is आरंभ, तो वहाँ पे भी कुछ एक्सपेरिमेंटल एक्सपीरियंशियल हो रहा है. बट यार जो चीज़ आपको बचपन से सिखाई ही नहीं है आपको कहाँ से आ जाएगी? आपको अटेंशन पे करना सिखाया है किसी ने? नहीं. आपको स्कूल में बताया रट के आओ, मगर अगर आपका अटेंशन डाइवर्ट हो रहा है, अगर आप क्लास में अटेंशन पे नहीं कर पा रहे हो, आपको कोई नहीं सिखा रहा है कि थोड़ी देर के लिए बैठो, अपने ब्रेथ पे ध्यान दो, या फिर जब एक्स्ट्रा एनर्जी आ रही है एक थोड़ा सा भाग के आ जाओ ताकि डिस्चार्ज हो जाए.
Exactly.
Nobody is teaching you how to regulate your emotions, how to regulate your nervous system. So obviously, like an average adult does not know how to do it. Accepting that there's something I don't know. बहुत कम लोग.
Yeah.
बहुत कम लोग.
But do you think there's another reason which is economical? Like, do you think therapy is expensive for a normal?
Absolutely. It's a very bourgeois, fancy thing that tier 1, tier 2 cities में, मतलब tier 1 में ज़्यादा, tier 2 में भी कम लोग afford कर पाते हैं. But again, if you look at it, it has a lot to do with, मतलब आपके parents आपको क्या सिखाते हैं. It's acceptable to spend money in restaurants. You go for a meal, मतलब especially people from the higher economic status, आप खाना खा रहे हो है ना, नेक्स्ट डे वो खाना निकल भी जाए और आप उस खाने पे you're spending 1K per person. Easy है ना. वही same amount you're not willing to spend on therapy, where that 1 hour you're going to come up with such profound insights that will stay with you for life, that will change how you function on a daily basis, that will make you aware of your patterns. तो वही पैसे आप फैंसी रेस्टोरेंट में खाना खाने के लिए गोवा के ट्रिप में आप स्पेंड करोगे, बट अपने बेटरमेंट के लिए आप वो स्पेंड नहीं करोगे.
You don't have to give me your numbers. What is 1,000 for an hour is a standard? Like, is it a cost?
It's minimal.
It's minimal.
It's minimal.
Minimal in metros or minimal in?
It's minimal. देखो थेरेपी इज द मेट्रो थिंग. ठीक है, गांव में साइकोथेरेपी कोई नहीं.
बट होना चाहिए ना. डोंट यू थिंक कि गांवों में और tier 3 cities, tier 2 cities में ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है?
You know, in the West, there is what do you call it? Mental health insurance.
हाँ होता है.
There's a medical insurance.
यहाँ तो हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस नहीं होता लोगों के पास.
Exactly.
यहाँ तो नॉर्मल इंश्योरेंस नहीं होता.
Exactly. तो टेक्निकली तो गवर्नमेंट को कवर करना चाहिए कि लोगों को, गांव के लोगों का भी मेंटल हेल्थ संभालना चाहिए. बट अब वही है कि इतने सारे सिस्टमिक प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, पैसा कहाँ जा रहा है, कहाँ नहीं जा रहा है, देयर इज इकोनॉमिक डिस्पैरिटी.
एंड देयर इज नेग्लिजिबल डिस्पोजेबल इनकम फॉर द एवरेज मिडिल क्लास.
एग्जैक्टली.
पैसे ही नहीं है कि हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस ले पाए. तो
इसीलिए I think it's important for us as therapists also to work in unison with people who are working in the social sector, to collaborate with NGOs. Because abhi jaise I met a psychologist in Raipur who is working for UNICEF, where she is managing a team of mental health professionals who are sitting in different villages and different towns in lower economic level के areas in Chhattisgarh, trying to create a mental health model for that village.
Oh, this is absolutely necessary. It's necessary.
So things like this are coming up, but unfortunately, you know, because insurance nahi hai, because the government doesn't, there are no government hospitals where you're getting free therapy. So unfortunately, it's not a very accessible service for people.
Is it expensive just for the sake of it, or just because you guys cannot see enough patients, enough clients in a day, that's why it has to be priced like that? Or is it just expensive because it's expensive?
See, when there's a doctor, right, तो वो दिन में 40 पेशेंट देख लेते हैं, है ना, because they're spending 5 minutes with one patient. So of course they're getting a lot of money from 40 people. We will see, say, 3 to 5 max clients in a day,
exactly my
and we're
point,
spending 1 entire hour. We're not just writing a chitty and giving. So we're spending so much time, and we have lesser clients. So that's probably one of the reasons why it is. Like अगर आप देखो फिजियोथेरेपी देख लो, योगा देख लो, उसमें भी पर आवर चार्ज रहता है ना, क्योंकि वो लोग भी दिन में 50 क्लाइंट्स नहीं देख रहे हैं, कम क्लाइंट्स देख रहे हैं और ज़्यादा टाइम और ज़्यादा एनर्जी इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं.
एंड द थिंग इज कि आई थिंक ना लोगों को लगता है कि इधर फिजियोथेरेपी हो गया, या इवन सम ऑफ द स्पेशलिस्ट्स, अगर आप कार्डियोलॉजिस्ट के पास जा रहे हो फॉर योर हार्ट इश्यूज, वो लोग टाइम देते हैं और वो इसलिए वो लोग पैसा भी लेते हैं. बट आई थिंक क्योंकि वो बहुत ज्यादा फिजिकल है एंड यू कैन सी दैट समथिंग फिजिकल इज हैपनिंग, तो लोग वहाँ थोड़ा विलिंग होते हैं पैसा देने के लिए. बट व्हेन इट इज द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ द माइंड वेयर यू कैन नॉट फिजिकली सी व्हाट द इशू इज, वहाँ पर लोगों को थोड़ा ऐसा लगता है कि आई एम गेटिंग लाइक ripped off in a way. I think ये रीजन हो सकता है.
नहीं, बहुत अच्छा ही रीजन है यार. वही मैं शुरू में जो बोली ना कि द माइंड, बॉडी एंड सोल आर वन, एंड सो वी नीड टू ऑल वर्क टुगेदर टू हेल्प क्लाइंट्स गेन बेनिफिट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, when I was working in Manipal, I had this amazing psychiatrist. I used to love him because again he used to contextualize things. वो ऐसे नहीं था कि चलो ये दवाई दे दो, ये you know सर्टिलिन दे दो, SSRI दे दो. He would also prescribe yoga to his patients कि आप ये दवाई भी लो, साथ में आप योगा भी करो, ठीक है. और अगर कोई पेशेंट है जो बोलता है कि हम तो यू नो वो भूत निकालने वाली चीज़ वो सब कर रहे हैं, पंडित के पास जा रहे हैं, झाड़ फूक करा लिया, तो वो उसके लिए भी इनकरेज करते हैं कि आप वो भी करो बट आप दवाई भी लो.
प्लेसिबो इफेक्ट.
हाँ, दवा एंड दुआ एक एक्चुअली कैंपेन जो रन हुआ था. प्लेसिबो इफेक्ट क्या है नहीं जानते हैं हम अभी. Scientists don't know exactly what the placebo effect is, what brain circuits are involved in the placebo effect. So it is something, right?
It is very powerful. I'll tell you one thing actually. आप एक YouTube चैनल है, शायद पता नहीं आप जानते, Vsauce. Have you heard about it? Vsauce is a science-based YouTube channel. Okay, तो उन्होंने एक सीरीज की थी YouTube ओरिजिनल्स करके एक सीरीज की थी, इसका नाम था माइंड फील्ड. उसमें एक एपिसोड था, द नेम ऑफ द एपिसोड वाज द पावर ऑफ सजेशन. उन्होंने 3 छोटे बच्चे लिए थे, लाइक रैंडमली दे वेंट टू हॉस्पिटल्स. उन्होंने बहुत सारे केसेस वो किए जिसमें उन्होंने 3 बच्चों को सिलेक्ट किया. वन वाज हैविंग डेली माइग्रेन्स, लाइक इनसेन माइग्रेन्स, extremely high level of pain. Second was this little girl who was having eczema, like autoimmune eczema, and so bad that she would just pick her skin herself. और वो जब तक वो bleeding नहीं हो जाती तब तक वो pick करती थी skin. And the third was this little kid who was like massively ADHD. बहुत hyper sensitivity और बहुत hyper active. उन्होंने उन तीनों को एक फेक MRI मशीन में डाला, लाइक फेक मशीन. इट वाज अ स्पीकर्स पुटिंग द साउंड्स, ठीक है. उन्होंने उसमें डाला, वो बाहर आया. उसके बाद उन्होंने उनको एक प्लास्टिक टॉय वॉच दी और उन्होंने उनको लिटरली बोला कि देखो, वी हैव डन एवरीथिंग, दिस इज योर वॉच एंड नाउ योर ब्रेन विल हील योरसेल्फ. उन्होंने बोला ये चीज़ कि योर ब्रेन विल हील योरसेल्फ. इन 3 weeks the girl with the eczema, she would always cover her hands because she was ashamed to show it. She was in like no sleeves, her picking was massively reduced. The kid with the migraines, pain level massively gone down, and they have done nothing. They have done nothing. Just they have told them, okay, your brain can do this. And the girl with the guy with ADHD, again very calm. The mom and dad were he's sleeping now. He's sleeping nicely. That is what placebo effect is. So massively powerful that we don't even realize.
And it's so interesting that you bring this up.
Yeah.
Because I've been reading a lot about the placebo effect recently.
Achha.
The brain circuitry involved and everything. तो लेट्स ब्रेक इट डाउन. आई मीन ये बहुत बड़ा एक मिस्टीरियस स्कैरी थिंग लगता है, बट मेरे को लॉजिकली फ्रॉम व्हाट आई अंडरस्टैंड फ्रॉम द नर्वस सिस्टम आई कैन टेल यू दिस. अभी हम दोनों के साथ कमरे में एक इंसान आ जाए चिल्लाते हुए कि अरे देखो बाहर क्या हो रहा है, वो देखो वो गिर गई है छत से, उसने सुसाइड कर लिया है, क्या होगा? हमारा हार्ट रेट फास्ट होगा,
Instantly.
है ना. हम सिंपैथेटिक नर्वस सिस्टम में जाएंगे, HPA एक्सिस हमारा रेगुलेट हो जाएगा, स्ट्रेस हार्मोन्स, एड्रेनलिन.
HPA axis means?
So HPA axis is the hypothalamus pituitary adrenal
Adrenal, okay,
axis.
got it.
So it is what connects the brain to the hormonal endocrine system, है ना. तो HPA एक्सिस एक्टिवेट हो गया, एक्सेसिव स्ट्रेस हार्मोन्स, कोर्टिसोल, एड्रेनलिन हम दोनों की बॉडी में रिलीज हो जाएगा.
Exactly.
ठीक है. अब सोचो हम बाहर गए, उसने बताया अरे मैं तो मजाक कर रही थी. क्या हुआ? अभी हमारा स्ट्रेस रिस्पॉन्स एक्टिवेट हो गया बिकॉज ऑफ अनदर पर्सन्स इमोशनल स्टेट,
Yeah.
राइट. when the doctor is stressed and anxious and is telling us कि अरे आपको ये बड़ा डिसऑर्डर है, इसका कुछ नहीं हो सकता. सोचो हमें कितना क्रॉनिक स्ट्रेस होएगा when the doctor tells you that you will be fine.
Yeah.
तो हमारा स्ट्रेस रिस्पॉन्स शांत हो जाता
I
है.
told you about this, huh? Like my case when I was in Kota. I told you that I was like when we met for the first time. I told you that I had this skin condition. It's called like, it's autoimmune. Now I'm fine, but that time it happened. I was very distressed. I met this dermatologist. Okay, I went there and he checked me and he was like कि बेटा देखो वो book देख रहे हो पीछे, there was a book on the back side. वो बुक देख रहे हो? बुक मैं बोला हाँ, वो एग्जैक्टली उसी बीमारी का है जो तुमको हुआ है, इसका कोई इलाज नहीं है. ठीक है, इसका कोई इलाज नहीं है, दिस इज ऑटो इम्यून.
ना आई रिमेम्बर.
अब मेरे को प्रॉब्लम इतनी ज्यादा लिटरली थी नहीं स्किन में, बट नाउ माय ब्रेन इज गॉन.
Exactly.
कि क्या हो गया मेरे को. आई केम बैक टू रायपुर एंड आई मेट दिस डॉक्टर. आई वुड इवन नेम हिम, डॉक्टर शैलेंद्र सिंह. हिज नेम इज डॉक्टर शैलेंद्र सिंह. Amazing dermatologist. I met him, sat with him, he checked me, he wrote the same thing that he wrote, and he was like देखो, literally I'm quoting him, okay? He was like देखो कुछ ज़्यादा बड़ा लेके नहीं आए हो, ऐसी है, तुम वापस कोटा जाओ, तुम नीट की पढ़ाई करो, गूगल पे अपना डिजीज मत सर्च करना. He literally said that. And I was like, it felt so good. I felt so good. I went back to Kota and I was fine. And 6 months later, I was fine. Everything just cleared up. I was like, that's what a doctor can do.
Exactly.
That's what a person can do. Like putting you at ease, that's such a crucial skill that almost nobody has. But that's insane that it works so well.
और यार फैमिली कॉन्स्टलेशन में ना कहते हैं कि वी आर इन अ फील्ड, लाइक यू एंड आई राइट नाउ आर इन एन इमोशनल फील्ड. इफ आई स्टार्ट क्राइंग यू विल ऑल्सो, लाइक अगर मैं ऐसे करके बैठ जाऊँ एंड आई स्टार्ट यू नो लूजिंग इंटरेस्ट एंड गेटिंग बोर्ड, यू विल ऑल्सो
वो धीरे धीरे रेडिएट होता जाएगा.
हाँ. और हम सेशन में ये देखते हैं कि जो क्लाइंट को फील हो रहा होता है हमको वही फील हो रहा होता है. कभी कभी इन द मिडल ऑफ द सेशन आई विल आस्क द क्लाइंट हाउ इज योर जॉब, एंड दे लुक अप एट मी एंड बी लाइक it is tensed, but how do you know? I'm like, because my
Because
jaw
I
is
can also
tensed.
feel that. Yeah.
Yeah, because my jaw is tensed. तो इसको ना ब्रेन में there's something called mirror neurons, है ना. वो मोटर न्यूरॉन्स होता है जो आपकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज होती है, वो कहीं ना कहीं मैं उसको मिमिक करती हूँ. इट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ सोशल कॉग्निशन, इट्स अ वेरी नेचुरल थिंग एंड इट हेल्प्स अस रिलेट विथ ह्यूमन बींग्स. तो वो मिरर न्यूरॉन्स पिकअप करते हैं सामने वाला क्या बोल रहा है. अब ना इमेजिन अ सिचुएशन वेयर द डॉक्टर इज ऑल्सो नॉट देयर, हीलर इज ऑल्सो नॉट देयर. Imagine I am telling myself in my brain कि मतलब ये बस थॉट्स चल रहे हैं ना कि ओ नो मेरा बैक एक वापस स्टार्ट हो गया, लास्ट एपिसोड की तरह होगा तो कैसे होगा. आई वोंट बी एबल टू गो फॉर वर्क, आई विल बी बेड रिडन, आई वोंट बी एबल टू मीट माई फ्रेंड्स, आई वोंट बी एबल टू गेट आउट ऑफ द हाउस. व्हेन आई एम सीइंग दीज थिंग्स इन माई हेड, माई फेस इज लाइक दिस, my muscles are tightened, my heart is beating fast, my nervous system is in sympathetic, chronic stress, thinking. तो वो कंडीशन और वर्स हो जाएगी, बैक एक मेरी बढ़ जाएगी.
It's a vicious cycle.
बैक एक हो रही है. इफ आई स्टार्ट टेलिंग माई सेल्फ कि जस्ट ब्रीथ, जस्ट रिलैक्स, जस्ट सिट डाउन फॉर अ व्हाइल. पहले भी हुआ है, आई नो कि ये होता रहता है, है ना. आई नो कि ये तब होता है जब आई हैव ओवरवर्कड, फिर 3 दिन के लिए मैं बेड पे लेटती हूँ एंड इट ऑल जस्ट रिकवर्स. एंड व्हेन आई से दिस, my back also starts relaxing. I start slowing down. I enter parasympathetic. Heartbeat slow हो जाती है. Oxytocin, love hormone, self-compassion. I'll be fine. I'm okay. Serotonin. All these feel-good hormones start coming. So how what we tell ourselves na, it determines everything from our endocrine system, our nervous system, how our blood is flowing, whether our blood starts clotting or not, hypertension hota hai ki nahi. It is all just one. And I'll tell you my experience. मेरे साथ भी हुआ था, ठीक है. Last year, November, December में I started having severe pains, like severe neck pain only on one side, and also back में spasms हो रहे थे मेरे काफ़ी ज़्यादा. And I got scared. And what do you get scared? What do you do when you get scared? You go to a doctor, है ना? Because you want to know ये क्या है, ये क्यों हो रहा है और ये कैसे ठीक होगा, इसका statistics बताओ मेरे को, है ना? Uncertainty झेली नहीं जाती. ठीक है, अब मैं गई, फर्स्ट डॉक्टर ने बोला कि आपको तो डिस्क बल्ज है आपके नेक में, इस वजह से दर्द हो रही है. लाइक एक साइड क्यों हो रही है? कहते होता है. ठीक है, फिर दर्द ठीक नहीं हुआ पेन किलर के बाद भी. फिर मैं दूसरे डॉक्टर के पास गई. दूसरा डॉक्टर, ये ना 1 in a million डिजीज होता है, इसको बोलते हैं शोल्डर डिस्काइनेसिया. पहली बार नाम सुना, मैंने गूगल किया, स्कैरी हॉरिबल इमेजेस. ठीक है, बट द गुड थिंग इज दिस सेकेंड डॉक्टर गेव मी अ फ्यू एक्सरसाइजेस कि रोज़ ऐसे ऐसे करो, ऐसे करो. एंड मैंने ये एक्सरसाइजेस की और फिर धीरे से आई गॉट इनटू बॉडी वर्क. I started learning somatic experiencing. I started taking sessions for myself from somatic healers.
Okay,
from other somatic practitioners. और एक सेशन में मैंने रियलाइज़ किया कि आई वॉज हैविंग क्रिटिकल थाट्स कि आई एम नॉट गुड इनफ, आई एम नॉट डूइंग वेल. And my therapist pointed out that my right shoulder is getting
stiffening.
tense. It's stiffening as I get these self-critical thoughts. And I was like, shit. And I was like, oh, I don't need to go to any doctor. All I need to do is listen to my body. You know, Gabor Mate एक simple statement बोलता है, when you can't say no to anyone. It can be your husband, your children, your work, money, like पैसों के पीछे तो सब भाग रहे हैं. When you can't say no, your body says no. आपको पेट में तकलीफ हो जाती है, आपको एलर्जीज होने लगती हैं, आपको बैक एक होने बैक एक तो इतना क्रॉनिक हो गया है. सिंपल सी चीज़ है यार. जब आप पूरे टाइम स्ट्रेस स्टेट में होते हो तो हैव यू हर्ड ऑफ फाइट, फ्लाइट एंड फ्रीज? है ना? तो इफ़ यू एंड आई हैव टू फाइट राइट नाउ, तो हम अपनी बॉडी का कौन सा पार्ट यूज़ करेंगे?
like obviously the
फिजिकली फाइट करना होगा. सबसे पहले बताओ क्या है? सबसे पहले है ना आर्म्स. एंड दूसरा जानवर कैसे करते हैं?
द जॉज.
तो जब बहुत गुस्सा होता है ना तो ये टाइट हो जाता है एंड arms and
they get stiffened. For sure.
Correct.
For sure.
Now if it is flight, you have to run away from this room. तो कौन सा body?
Legs and hips.
Legs and hips, because आप movement ऐसे कर रहे हो. तो when you are in flight, you will have tension and pain in your calf muscles. Lots of flight. You will have back issues. And when you are in a relaxed state, your entire body will get blood flow, blood supply. You'll be relaxed. जब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होते हैं मसल्स तो क्या होता है? ब्लड सप्लाई वहाँ पे थोड़ा सा कम हो जाता है, कहीं ना कहीं ब्लॉक हो जाता है, अच्छे से फ्लो नहीं कर रहा है बिकॉज यू आर कॉन्ट्रैक्टेड. माइग्रेन क्यों होता है? आवर ब्रेन डजंट हैव एनी पेन सेल्स. तो जो भी हेडेक जो हमारा होता है वो ब्लड वेसल्स जो होती है वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हो जाती है. इनफ ब्लड फ्लो नहीं जा रहा है, आप पानी नहीं पी रहे हो, इसलिए आपको माइग्रेन हो रहा है, इसलिए आपको इतना हेडेक हो रहा है क्योंकि आप पूरे टाइम सोच रहे हो. You're in your head all the time and your head is telling you please relax these muscles.
But you just can't do it. होता ही नहीं है.
इतने सारे. मैं उस दिन ना ट्रैफिक फाटक में थी कचना में और चला रही थी एंड आई जस्ट डिसाइडेड टू डू दिस एक्सपेरिमेंट. मैं सबका ना ये नोटिस कर रही थी.
वो ऐसा हुआ क्या?
आई किड यू नॉट, सब ऐसे थे. सब ऐसे थे. बताओ सरदर्द नहीं होगा पूरे दिन ऐसे रखोगे तो?
Exactly.
कितनी लॉजिकल चीज़ है. अब इसके लिए फिर आप डॉक्टर के पास जाओगे 5 दिन बाद, फिर डॉक्टर की एक दवाई से दूसरा साइड इफेक्ट होएगा, फिर दूसरे साइड इफेक्ट से तीसरा साइड इफेक्ट,
फिर आप बस जाते रहोगे.
इट्स सो फनी. मतलब
इट्स सो फनी एंड व्हेन यू थिंक अबाउट इट, इट्स सो लॉजिकल आल्सो.
वेरी
ऑब्वियसली इट वुड हैपन. ऑब्वियसली, बट जब तक आपको पता नहीं होता लगता है कि इट्स सम मिस्टीरियस थिंग दैट आई डोंट नो व्हाट इज गोइंग ऑन विद माय बॉडी.
फिर यार हम ना अपने आप को ट्रस्ट करना छोड़ चुके हैं, अपनी आवाज़ नहीं सुनते हैं. कि अगर कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम हो रही है बॉडी में, सबसे पहली चीज़ आती है फियर. व्हाट इज दिस डिसऑर्डर? फिर आप गूगल करो, इन्फॉर्मेशन देखो.
गूगल पे इफ यू हैव हेडेक यू गो, यू हैव ब्रेन ट्यूमर.
ब्रेन कैंसर का कुछ साइन हो सकता है. So all of this information is just creating a lot of fear.
Yeah.
And what we all need to realize is कि ठीक है हेल्थ केयर सिस्टम है, ठीक है, बट पहले बिफोर रनिंग टू द डॉक्टर कैन वी टेक सम टाइम, सिट क्वाइटली, लिसन टू आवर ओन इंट्यूशन एंड सी कि ये क्यों हो रहा है. रिफ्लेक्ट किया पिछले कुछ हफ्तों से हाउ हैव आई बिन लिविंग माई लाइफ. एम आई ऑन द लैपटॉप ऑल द टाइम सिटिंग विद माई शोल्डर्स लाइक दिस एंड माई आईब्रोज लाइक दिस. एम आई नॉट मूविंग इनफ? एम आई नॉट ईटिंग ऑन टाइम? क्या मेरा पेट बहुत खाली रहा है? क्या मैं पानी कम पी रही हूँ? दैट्स इट. जस्ट थोड़ी देर शांत रह के हम अपनी बॉडी से पूछेंगे ना कि यू नो व्हाट हैव आई बिन डूइंग रॉन्ग. हमारी बॉडी से जवाब आता है. इट्स एन इंट्यूटिव वॉइस दैट टेल्स यू ओ यस दिस इज व्हाट आई हैव बीन डूइंग रॉन्ग. You don't need to run to the doctor for everything.
That's interesting.
So much wisdom inside us.
That's very interesting. One thing you mentioned अभी थोड़ी देर पहले कि अगर आप किसी को ना नहीं बोल पा रहे, which is the classic symptom of being a people pleaser. Is it a bad thing?
Again, black and white names.
But how do I avoid that? Because speaking for myself personally, I am a people pleaser. I am like a big people pleaser. मेरे को ना बोलने में बहुत तकलीफ होती है. My brother is also a people pleaser. We are learning. Now that we are out and like by ourselves, now we are learning to say no, but we are a people pleaser. How do I do? Like, what can I do? What can someone do?
जब तक हमारी खुद का घड़ा नहीं भरा है, दूसरों को पानी कैसे देंगे?
Yeah.
जब हम फ्लाइट में जाते हैं, यू नो दे मेक दिस अनाउंसमेंट
उसी की पेटी पहले अपनी बांधी है, फिर बाजू
फिर
वाले
बच्चे की, है ना. ऑक्सीजन मास्क भी गिरता है कि पहले वो खुद का ऑक्सीजन मास्क लगाओ फिर बच्चे का लगाओ. और ये चीज़ मतलब सदियों से सुनते आ रहे हैं. दैट सॉन्ग ना कि दूसरों की जय से पहले खुद को जय करें. तो पहले तो हम खुद को वो चीज़ें दें विच वी नीड. इफ टुडे इवनिंग माई फ्रेंड इज़ आस्किंग मी कि चलो शाम को कहीं घूमने चलते हैं, है ना. And I am noticing that my back is a little tired because I've been working throughout the day.
Yeah.
My body is telling me कि आज शाम को rest करो यार, है ना. But my brain tells me, oh no, what if this friend feels bad?
Yeah.
You know, what if this friend leaves you and says that oh you don't show up for plans.
Exactly. Why am I so insecure about it? Why am I so worried about what people would think about me?
Because we are stuck in the head. बहुत सोच में घुस जाते हैं कि अरे ये होगा तो ऐसे होगा, ये होगा तो ऐसे होगा.
मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम इट नेवर हैपेंस ना. कोई इतना नहीं सोचता आपके बारे में. आई थिंक
एग्जैक्टली
आई थिंक कोई नहीं सोचता, बट आप ही सोचते हो कि शायद लोग आई एम द सेंटर ऑफ अट्रैक्शन.
एग्जैक्टली
आई एम द मेन कॉन्वर्सेशनल टॉपिक.
तो उस फियर से निकल के जस्ट ब्रेन इज़ वेरी फास्ट, है ना. जब हम थॉट्स आते हैं तो बहुत फिर जब हम बॉडी पे आते हैं तो वी रियली स्लो डाउन. तो हम जो भी कर रहे हैं थ्रू आउट द डे, वेदर इट बी कमिटिंग टू प्लान्स, यू नो, गिविंग टू मच, नॉट सेइंग नो, हैविंग द अवेयरनेस दैट आवर बॉडी इज़ एक्चुअली टेलिंग अस उस मोमेंट में. यू नो, जब फॉर एग्जाम्पल मेरा दोस्त कॉल कर रहा है कि चलें क्या, और उस टाइम पे क्या होगा, मेरी हार्ट रेट फास्ट हो जाएगी कि मुझे एक्चुअली नहीं जाना है. तो मेरी बॉडी बता दी कि यार नहीं जाना.
एग्जैक्टली.
So just learning to listen to our body, that's it. And not getting caught up with thoughts and remembering कि यार डर जो होता है ना, ये डर कि दोस्त छोड़ के चला जाएगा, ये डर कि अरे मेरे को कोई बहुत बड़ा ट्यूमर हो गया. तो remembering कि डर जो है आता है जाता है. It's like clouds in the sky. All our emotions and thoughts, they come and they go, they come and they go, but what remains is the body. सो अगर फियर आ रहा है और उस फियर को फॉलो करते करते हम चलो हाँ ठीक है यार कम फॉर दिस प्लान, शाम को मैं आ जाऊंगी, आधे घंटे बाद फिर हम रिग्रेट करेंगे उस डिसीजन को.
या ऑफ कोर्स, या आफ्टर द फैक्ट आप वापस आओगे वहाँ से, आपको लगेगा कि लाइक आई एम टोटली क्रैश्ड.
हाँ, नहीं करना था यार, क्यों किया यार. तो वो नॉट गिविंग इन टू दैट इम्पल्सिव फियर बेस्ड थॉट दैट कम्स इन. या तो मतलब दोस्त को बोल दो फ़ोन पे कि यू नो कैन यू गिव मी 10 minutes, आई गेट बैक टू यू. और उन 10 minutes में जस्ट स्टे विद योरसेल्फ. ठीक है फियर आ रहा है, बट अभी मेरे लिए क्या ज़रूरी है, मेरी बॉडी के लिए क्या ज़रूरी है. तो आई थिंक जस्ट कमिंग बैक, चेकिंग इन विद द बॉडी अगेन एंड अगेन एंड अगेन इज़ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग दैट एनी वन कैन डू. regardless of whether you're doing yoga, therapy, ये सब कर रहे हो नहीं कर रहे हो, just checking in with the body.
Yeah, prioritize yourself.
Exactly.
As a therapist, do you ever have to lie to your clients? Straight up, झूठ बोलना. कभी हुआ ऐसा?
नहीं. I think the sign of a good therapist, of a good psychologist is that you remain true to yourself in the session. तो अगर क्लाइंट का कोई बिहेवियर मेरे को नहीं भा रहा है, मेरे को इरिटेशन हो रही है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल देयर इज अ क्लाइंट हु एट द 60-minute टाइम पॉइंट शी ब्रिंग अप समथिंग न्यू, ठीक है, एंड आई हैव टोल्ड हर लिसन दिस इज द बाउंड्री वी आर नॉट डू एंड दिस इज इरिटेटिंग मी. मैं क्लियर कम्युनिकेट कर देती हूँ दैट दिस इज कॉजिंग इरिटेशन. आई एम नॉट लाइंग एंड सेइंग इट्स ओके. नहीं, आई एम बीइंग वेरी ऑथेंटिक. बहुत बार मैं भी गलतियाँ करती हूँ, मेरे क्लाइंट भी बताते हैं कि यू नो यू कट मी ऑफ एंड देन वी नेवर केम बैक टू व्हाट आई एक्चुअली वांटेड. देन आई लाइक आई एम सॉरी, दैट्स मी, आई ड्रिफ्टेड अवे. तो बीइंग रियल एंड ऑथेंटिक I think is very important in session.
But that's like to you, right? Like you felt something, आपको ऐसा कुछ लगा कि something is irritating me about the client. But what if the lie is about them? Like what if saying the truth is going to hurt them? About their own condition, about their own progress. Like what if you figure out कि this person is going through something and I know okay, before we go to that question, there's another question. Is it ever too late for someone to come to therapy?
No.
Is it never too late? There's no permanent damage?
So see, neuroplasticity से हमको पता है that the brain keeps
Can rewire.
changing,
Yeah.
right? Neurogenesis, birth of new neurons keeps happening throughout your life. Plasticity does decrease by age, but it doesn't stop. So for somebody who's 60 and wants to try therapy, it is going to be difficult. But not impossible.
But you think when the delta increases, so suppose the therapy, you are in your late 20s, I guess. So like when the therapist is suppose like in their 20s and the client is 60, the delta is huge. Do you think this delta causes disconnect between the client and the therapist? And maybe the effects of the therapy won't be as prevalent as if the delta was shorter?
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. देखो, at the end of the day, in a therapy session, it's two very real human beings discussing very real things. ठीक है. So बहुत बार क्या होता है, clients के insight से मुझे help मिलती है.
Okay.
वो मैं अपने लाइफ में अप्लाई कर पाती हूँ कि shit, ये कितनी सही चीज़ बोल गई. And I make sure to tell the client कि you know after you said this, I started applying this in my life. So you see, there's no power balance.
Yeah.
When we have a somatic therapy session, I am also benefiting, client is also benefiting. So age, gender, of course, if there are जो मैंने triggers का समझाया था, if there is a specific trigger, then it's a bad idea.
Ego issues नहीं होते?
If the client is old,
हाँ.
देखो, अगर कोई client ऐसा है जो egoistic है, जो change नहीं होना चाहता, therapy के लिए आएगा ही नहीं.
True.
I have the 69-year-old male client who I have.
Okay.
And he was so receptive because he wants to change. He wants to keep becoming a better person even at that age. So only people who are willing to change come to me.
Okay. So like there's never too late then?
Never too
There's
late.
no permanent damage?
No. I mean, there is nothing that's irreversible. जब stroke भी होता है, we know कि मतलब 100% रिकवरी नहीं होती है. Of course.
हाँ, in some cases there's some left over.
हाँ, जैसे अगर ट्रॉमा हुआ है और 20-30 साल अगर चले गए हैं being in a hyper aroused state, you have lost years of your life.
Yeah.
There's no denying that.
Yeah.
And there is going to be grief that my life could have been better अगर मुझे बचपन से ही थेरेपी दे दी जाती. But again, if you're starting to work at the age of 30, you have so many years ahead of you still.
Yeah.
That you can live in a different way.
Yeah, exactly.
So accepting that there's grief, but at the same time, you are starting somewhere. At least at some point in your life, you're making this conscious decision to live a mindful life.
Is there, so there will be many reasons for trauma or grief, right? So there can be relationship issues. उसका trauma हो सकता है. losing of a loved one, उसका trauma हो सकता है, which could be huge. Career is a solid trauma causer almost. Is there a pattern that you have observed among these reasons which is like always a cause of a huge trauma? Which reason is like supposed to cause more trauma than the other, or it could be dependent on the person ki which causes what kind of what amount of trauma to someone?
Actually, there is a list of stressful events based on a huge survey. और उसमें I don't clearly remember, but उसमें the top, I think, is losing a job.
Losing a job is like top.
Losing a job is, I think, second. Losing a family member
Yeah,
is
that
first.
could be first. Yeah.
And loss of job, loss of family member, these are the bigger stressors, of course. Moving to a new city, facing a natural calamity, facing some violence,
Yeah.
you know, कोई communal
Riots हो
violence.
गए या कुछ.
ये सब obviously top पे हैं. फिर उसके बाद we come to more तो and also if you look at these, they are more okay. One important concept is a big T and a small T trauma.
Okay.
ठीक है, जो पहले जो ट्रॉमा का अंडरस्टैंडिंग था ना वर्ल्ड वॉर के टाइम पे, तो उसको पहले बोलते थे शेल शॉक,
Okay.
कि बॉम्ब गिरा और आप
And there's an explosion and
हाँ
that
and
shock.
शॉक हो गए, उसकी वजह से आप ट्रॉमेटाइज्ड हो. दैट्स अ बिग टी ट्रॉमा. इट्स अ सिंगल इंसिडेंट ट्रॉमा एंड इट एक्चुअली हैज़ अ बेटर प्रोग्नोसिस दैन स्मॉल टी.
Yeah.
स्मॉल टी
It creeps. Yeah.
is a chronic and long multiple incident long term trauma. For example, बचपन से आपके पेरेंट्स आपको इमोशनली निग्नेक्ट कर रहे हैं. बचपन से आप मल्टीपल इंसिडेंट्स ऑफ सेक्शुअल अब्यूज़ हो गए, फिजिकल अब्यूज़ हो गए, तो दीज आर एक्चुअली हार्डर टू गेट ओवर बिकॉज आपका पूरा नर्वस सिस्टम बचपन में ही बिगड़ गया है. बहुत ज़्यादा हाइपो बचपन में ही हो गया है. इसका प्रोग्नोसिस इज मच वर्स दैन अ सिंगल इंसिडेंट बिग टी ट्रॉमा. अगर किसी को 30 की एज पे इफ somebody has had loving parents, you know, loving community,
Yeah.
and at the age of 30 they face a bomb blast, they will have a better recovery as compared to a 30-year-old who hasn't faced a bomb blast but who's faced severe emotional neglect
Yeah,
throughout
for
their
years.
childhood.
Yeah.
So that's small t is harder to treat, harder to overcome, but again not impossible.
Yeah.
उसको अब ठीक होने में भी टाइम लगेगा क्योंकि वो उसको आने में भी इतना टाइम लगा है.
What is the end goal? Like, is it to forget or is it to be okay with it?
It is to be okay with it.
Okay, it's never to forget.
No.
You shouldn't even try to forget what happened.
The thing is, forgetting is not a very conscious process. There's something called dissociation.
Okay.
और डिसोसिएशन क्या होता है कि फॉर एग्जांपल 4 साल पहले हाइपोथेटिकली मेरे कॉलेज में बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट हुआ है ना, तो उस बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट के आगे पीछे का जो भी हुआ आई विल नॉट रिमेंबर इट, आई विल फॉरगेट इट.
Yeah.
मतलब वो सप्रेस हो गया है, उसको मैं उस इंफॉर्मेशन को मैं डिसोसिएट कर चुकी हूँ, है ना, इंटीग्रेटेड नहीं है वो कहीं ना कहीं. और उससे रिलेटेड कोई भी ट्रिगर्स होंगे, लाउड साउंड आएगा, माई हार्ट विल रेस.
Yeah. And of course, I will remember everything then.
हाँ.
पूरा पीछे का.
Broken.
Yeah.
In broken
Yeah.
pieces because it's not integrated. And our soul craves well-being. तो बार बार आप उसकी तरफ जाओगे, ट्रिगर होके वापस आओगे, बार बार उसकी तरफ जाओगे, ट्रिगर होके वापस आओगे. So the goal, as you said, you will be okay with it first when you have the capacity to regulate yourself. Make your body feel safe even when the trigger is coming. And when you find safety in a therapy session, जैसे बहुत बार हुआ है कि client starts with कल मेरे साथ ये हुआ और मेरा ये ट्रिगर आया, मेरे को बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है. I'm like, okay, let's just start exhaling,
Yeah.
let's breathe,
One at a time.
है ना, one thing at a time, ground करते. 15 मिनट बाद actually my week was not that bad. है ना,
Yeah.
because what the body is feeling हम सोच भी वही रहे हैं.
Yeah.
So once we contain that container, that grounding, that oh, these are the good things that have happened.
Yeah.
This is the good thing that I'm feeling right now as I feel this AC on my face. तो उस memory का फिर धीरे से एक meaning बना पाते हैं कि it was horrible, it was not in my control, I can move on now. I don't have to be stuck there.
Yeah. And there are other better things as well.
Exactly.
वो होता है ना कि जहाँ पर एक टूथ नहीं होता बार बार टंग वहीं जाता है. It's like almost like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so we are almost done, but before that, I think it's time for a trivia.
ओके
I'll ask you a question.
हाँ
It's related to your field.
हाँ
You have your board, you have a marker.
हाँ
You have to write the answer
हाँ
according to best of your guess.
हम्म,
You are not supposed to know the answer. आपको guess ही करना है.
ठीक है
We'll see how close you are. I'll give you plus minus 5% leverage.
अरे बाप रे डर लग रहा है अब तो मेरे को
The question is,
हाँ
the two questions. First question is, what percent of Indian young adults are estimated to require a professional therapy or professional therapist? What percent of them among 100 are required professional help immediately, but they haven't gotten it yet?
I have no idea, so this has to
Yeah,
be a
yeah,
guess,
yeah.
of course.
The question is, they require, but they haven't gotten it.
Haven't gotten
Yeah.
it.
What percentage?
देखो विलेजेस में पॉपुलेशन तो काफ़ी होती है और वायलेंस भी काफ़ी होता है
You can give the answer in like X in 10 people. Next, like that also. Like how many are in 10?
लिखूं कि बता दूं
आप बता दो. What is the best guess? And it's like it's a NIMHANS and WHO
रिपोर्ट
report. Yeah,
अमेजिंग
Yeah.
ओके 4 in 10
it's 92%. 9 in 10 people don't receive professional help, and they need it.
crazy
It's crazy statistic, right?
wow
It's 9 in 10. It's
amazing.
92%. Like almost nobody gets it. Nobody. It's insane. It's sad. It's extremely sad. I was like, I read this. I was like, damn. 92 is huge. I would never have thought.
Even
My
I-
best guess was like 40-50% as well. But it's 92%. And the second question is how many among, like, again, young adults are experiencing some kind of trauma that is resulting in clinical depression? Again, how many in 10 or what percent of young adults are clinically depressed?
81
This is a little normal answer, which is 25%.
oh shit
So 1 in 4. So you literally just did
पूरा उल्टा
opposite.
था ना मेरा।
25%. So 1 in 4 is clinically depressed.
Okay.
But 92% don't get professional help, which is, this is surprising. But again, the reason that we already discussed is financial, one. And secondly, the taboo that is associated with society and the perception of therapy. Okay, so I don't know what else to talk about other than a rapid fire.
okay
Okay, that is a rapid fire. So I'll ask you 5 questions. You have to answer the first thing that comes to your head. Okay, the first thing, quickly, no thinking. Probably we'll discuss the answer after the fact.
ठीक है
है ना? Okay, your first question is your favorite TV show or a movie that you can watch any number of times.
pitch perfect
Pitch Perfect, I haven't seen that. Okay, second question. What is your all-time favorite book?
breath by James Nestor
Breath, okay. What is your all-time favorite music genre?
indie pop
Indie and pop, okay. Or indie pop,
indie pop
okay. Your comfort meal?
garam garam dal
Dal with?
just dal
Just dal, okay, like a soup. Oh, that's new, that's surprising, okay. The next question, the last question is, if you could spend a day with any of the fictional or non-fictional character for a day, okay, the whole day you have to spend with them, who would you choose and why?
Chris Hemsworth
Chris Hemsworth, okay. Okay,
I'll
okay.
tell you why.
I don't even need to know why, but okay, go on.
I mean I know what you are thinking but it's not that
Okay.
Chris Hemsworth because he has come with a new show on I think Prime Video called Limitless
Acha, I
it's a
don't know.
docu-series
Okay.
जिसमें he in every episode he works with different professionals or in different fields to learn to regulate his stress response. तो जैसे फर्स्ट एपिसोड में ही वॉक्स डाउन अ क्रेन he learns breath work and he walks down a crane.
Man, I was thinking of completely different reason.
I haven't even watched those movies.
अच्छा, अच्छा.
मैं super movies देखती भी नहीं हूँ.
Okay.
But because this man who is like the symbol of masculinity is coming on a docu-series and talking about stress and
Yeah.
being vulnerable and saying how he gets stressed
Yeah.
and overwhelmed and doing all these different things to just regulate his stress response system. I think I have crazy respect and I would love to like just chat with him about this.
Okay. Okay, so the few last nitbits that I want to talk about. Okay, so a little bit of discussion about your answers first. What was the favorite TV show or movie that you said?
Bit perfect.
It is about what?
Acapella singing.
Oh, it is about singing. You sing?
I like singing.
Oh, you told me about you do theatre also.
Yes.
Like proper acting theatre.
मतलब एक theatre नहीं, I'm not a professionally trained theatre
host.
actor, but every Sunday we have a theatre group
Here itself.
here in Raipur.
Okay.
And I've done some theatre in school
And singing?
college. I was in an acapella group in college.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your favorite book? Breathe.
Breath
Breath.
by
Okay.
James Nestor. वही पढ़ी हुई है.
Okay, it is about?
It's about breath.
It's about the breath.
So
Okay.
he's gone around the world and interviewed different people about breathing techniques.
One artist that you would recommend me and the ones who are watching in indie pop category that you want us to listen.
Peach Pit.
Peach Pit. Okay, then we'll see that. Okay, the last thing and the last discussion, a little bit of it. You are also, I don't know if you consider yourself a creator on social media, but at least I do, the way I've seen your profile. Do you think you are a social media creator, content creator? Okay. So how has been your experience with it being okay, it's a little like a weird question to ask. I always feel bad asking this, but being a female, do you get unwanted attention?
Actually, not so much.
Not so you haven't gotten it yet?
मतलब
Yet. I use yet because you will. At the end of it, that's one thing that's constant.
I mean, थोड़े बहुत DMs आते हैं, but it's never been in your face like, oh, sexy.
Yeah.
It's always been like
Subtle. At least the first text is subtle.
Yeah. Oh, I've gotten some texts where they say, "Ma'am, I'm gay. Will you be friends with me?" I'm like, what does that mean? What am I supposed to do with that
to
piece
make you
of
feel better.
information?
It's to make
Yeah.
you feel better.
हाँ ऐसे रहे कुछ.
So you accepted the friendship or you
नहीं,
didn't?
I just obviously delete the request.
Yeah. One of the reasons I approached you,
हाँ.
I think I texted you on DM. I did get Instagram
हाँ,
DM. you,
Instagram.
Right? I actually tried to email you also, but I think you didn't check your email. I don't know
Oh
what
shit.
happened.
My
But
bad.
yeah, but the reason why I chose to do that because I saw your profile. I think you ran an ad campaign also on Instagram. No, once you launched this, you did paid advertisement. I came across your profile through that. When I was planning to have like a therapist or a psychologist on the show, I was looking at a lot of psychologists in Raipur. This approach of yours felt the most unique. As in because of two ways. One, because of the way you market this, like you dance on your Instagram page, you sing, you have a lot of like cohort type group sessions also. Like it's very new vibe. It's not like in a cabin, like we are like just sitting and like, you're talking to your client or your patient, and it's like very new approach to this. And the second thing was this studio itself. This is not a room. This is a full-blown house, right?
Yeah.
And the moment I entered, when we met a few days back, the moment I entered, it was like it doesn't feel like a therapy
Like a
place.
clinic.
Yeah, like a clinic, exactly. The studio approach to this and the way that you call this a studio and not like a clinic or not a therapy center or something like that is extremely unique. Both of these things. So are both of these things intentional? You did this because you planned this way, or it's just because it's your nature and it happened?
So I see this studio as an extension of who I am.
Okay.
And mera core value is compassion and, like I told you, being at a at an equal status
Yeah,
with the client.
yeah, yeah.
Not be having that, oh, मेरे को ज़्यादा पसंद है.
And trust me, it feels that way. Trust me, the moment you get inside this studio, it feels extremely calming. Like I feel like I'm being welcomed in a home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually feels like
That's
like
good. That is it. I just wanted it to be an extension
Yeah.
of me, and I wanted whoever walks in, कोई भी हो, I just want them to feel safe.
that.
That was the idea behind
Yeah,
this.
yeah. That's interesting. Any social media experience that you like to share that you have had? Something
mean-
like remarkable, anything?
I mean, one great thing is that I have found people like you
Yeah.
because of social media.
Likewise.
And running ads, and I'm connecting with so many people who are doing such important work in Raipur, जो कि मुझे पता नहीं था.
Yeah.
And I'm
Me
so
too.
glad to connect with people like you who are passionate, who want to make a change.
Yeah, I would have no idea that someone like you existed in Raipur.
And social media ना, it takes a toll on me sometimes because I'm like, अरे मैं इतनी मेहनत कर रही हूँ, कुछ हो नहीं रहा है. फिर I realize कि now this is a time to take a pause.
Yeah.
But I think
Get high on your own supply. Yeah.
exactly अपना घड़ा भरना.
Yeah.
But I think even my Instagram page is an extension of me, and I just try to be authentic.
Yeah, it's
and
quirky.
हाँ,
Your
बस-
whole attire, like, it reflects on that. Yeah.
I just want everyone to be authentic. And that's why I try to be as real as I can on social media. And ऐसे ही लोग आते हैं फिर मेरे पास
Yeah.
ना, जो real रहना चाहते हैं,
Yeah.
जो actually passionate होते हैं. So it's been an amazing journey on social
Yeah.
media.
I want to know a little bit about the logo of Santulan. Like you have tattooed that also. This is the same logo,
it's
right?
the same.
Yeah, I observed that. Why is that like? How did this came up to be?
I had an experience when I was on a psychedelic.
You were
Yeah.
when did we're now discussing this at the end, and this seems like most interesting thing.
इसके लिए एक और एपिसोड लगेगा ना. But I had this exactly 5 years ago, actually. I did it today, 5 years ago.
Today, 5 years ago. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a very spiritual experience, and I was lucky to have that experience without a guide, but I would not recommend anyone to do psychedelics
Yeah.
without a proper guide.
Was it like ayahuasca or something?
It was not ayahuasca, it was LSD
Oh, LSD. Okay.
and rosemary seeds.
Mm-hmm.
So there I saw this mandala, this pattern
Like in your head?
everywhere. No, I
Or
saw
in
it.
like the physically. Okay.
It was like what you might call a hallucination.
Okay.
I saw it everywhere, and abhi bhi sometimes, when I'm in that thoda relaxed trance kind of state, I see it. And this is the symbol that was given by my favorite psychologist, Carl Jung.
Okay.
And Carl Jung also saw this in his hallucinations and dreams. And मतलब माया जाल भी जो बोलते हैं वो भी ऐसा ही दिखता है. तो this is the symbol that represents everything. Everything. और जो बीच का point होता है,
Yeah.
that is the संतुलन.
Okay.
That is the self-actualization, self-realization, जो वो enlightenment होता है ना, वो बीच में होता है, extremities में नहीं होता है. तो
Got it.
I'm striving to find my own santulan and help others find their
Find theirs
balance.
as well.
Yeah.
Do you think of this thing as a passion project, or you want to take this where do you see this 10 years down the line,
I have no idea.
5 years down the line,
I have no idea.
1 year down the line?
Okay, 1 year down the line, I see just lot more people being associated with Santaran, lot more organizations who are doing things from their heart,
Yeah.
who value compassion and who actually want to help people and help ourselves and be aware and be conscious and become mindful.
Yeah.
So I see a small community of people coming together here.
Do you want to take this like away from Raipur as well, like Raipur और उसके बाद और भी कहीं, like even like almost franchising in a way?
No, I don't see this as a business because वही मेरा value is taking it slow, doing things slowly. So I just want to build a good clientele here, and मतलब clients आए जाएं, फिर new clients आए.
But that's a complete no from you. कि you don't want to make this like at that level.
I don't know, but right now I don't see it like.
It might also happen. Like it's
Who knows?
yeah. Okay. Any closing thoughts to me or to the camera or to the viewers?
Surround yourself with people who are regulated, calm, in their window of tolerance. चाहे वो आपके मंदिर का पंडित हो, बस बैठ जाओ उनके पास आधा घंटा. It will do you good to sit around people who are regulated.
Yeah.
So just be around people who are regulated, because the people you are around really affects how your body, mind and soul is.
Yeah. This has been great. This has been like more than I thought it would cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was such a great experience talking to you, and
So
really
much
glad this
fun.
happened. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm hoping we'll do this again someday, maybe
Yeah.
like a year down the line, probably to see where this is.
Why not?
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
Again, thank you so much, and I'll do our outro quickly. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this conversation. I hope you loved this. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see what comes next. I have already a lot of content planned. And listen to this. The first thing that we'll do after this, follow her account, follow Santulan on all social media platforms, subscribe to this channel, follow my Instagram to get more behind the scene footage and everything else. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, ma'am, say be intrigued.
Be intrigued.
You heard her. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Done. Thank you.
अरे मेरे को तो थैंक यू बोलने का चांस ही नहीं मिला माइक पे,
Please, say, I'll add it.
है ना?
हाँ.
रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है ना?
हाँ.
Just it's so rare to meet people who are doing something different, who are not just following what the crowd is doing, and who have the courage to listen to their own instinct and follow their own passion.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that you're doing that. And thank you for this journey, because it's been a journey for me.
Yeah.
क्योंकि मैं भी अपने अंदर में बहुत सारी चीज़ें रिफ्लेक्ट कर पाई,
Yeah.
and I think you were very engaging
Thank
and
you,
a very
thank
good
you.
host. So thank you so much for this opportunity.
Okay. Okay.
बाप रे, कितना 2 घंटे बात कर लिए हम.
Literally. I think we started 2:30, it's 4:30 right now.
Oh my god.